Hey guys, just give me 1 second here. Just want to make sure everything's working before we get officially started. Unfortunately, there is a teeny tiny delay with what I'm recording and what you're actually seeing, so forgive me. So anyways, I want to officially welcome everybody to the 200,000 subscriber Q&A session. I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be doing this. I'm hoping for maybe like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So welcome everyone. I might just wait a couple of seconds just to make sure that everybody can get in here. I've sent off notifications on every form of social media I could think of. So hopefully we'll have a few more people in here. So thank you everyone for joining me who's here already. And I hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to get you guys to hit me up with your questions. Let's jump right into it. I am excited. I've been waiting for this for over a week now. There was a lot of overwhelming positivity when I mentioned the idea. And so let's get into it. All right. So the first question I'm seeing here is by Edward Spoart. He asked me, why is your hair always weird? Well, I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, my hair is what it is. I don't know. So a lot of people like my hair. A lot of people, I guess, don't. I don't know. Oh man. Next one up. Might as well keep going, but start off with a silly one. That's fine. All right. Sorry, just a second here. Okay, so Argyle Grant, what are your thoughts on the new Force Awakens Comic-Con reel? I'm sorry, I haven't been into Comic-Con lately. I was asked to go. I think my network wanted to send me there or whatever, but or not send me. They asked me if I was going, but I just you know, it's not a time to be going there. But I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that they had something. It makes sense that they do, but I haven't looked into that. So I'll check that out as soon as I get a chance. So sweet. Next official question. What's your favorite YouTube channel? From PC Stanel. I hope I'm saying that right. Well, I have a few that I watch. I'm into a lot of different stuff. I'm not really, what's the word? I don't actually watch too many gaming Let's Players, if you know what I mean. Like what I do, I don't really watch too many of those. But I do have various things. Like I like to watch gaming news channels. Excuse me. I also like to watch, I actually like watching moto vlogs. For those of you who, a little something you don't know, I find them very entertaining. There's certain people I do watch that I really, really like. And I mentioned this, I think a few months ago, but I wanted to get my bike license, and I actually do want to get a bike, and that was maybe something I could start doing on the channel if somebody would want that, of course, you know what I mean. But it's something I've definitely wanted to try. So yeah, that's one of the things. Next up, okay, what's your favorite movie? You know what? There's so many movies out there. It's just like the what's your favorite game. I already see what's your favorite game. I'm gonna explain. I don't really have a particular favorite. Like I have favorites, you know what I mean? Like where there's a series of games or there's a series of movies that I really, really enjoy. And, you know, like I can't put them in any top 10 or top 20. There's just a large list of, you know, games and movies that I do like or I really enjoy. And you know what, though? I'm going to kind of give you some of my favorites of both genres. I'd say my favorite movies, some of them are, okay, well, definitely Star Wars, particularly the original trilogies, or the original trilogy. I do like the Rush Hour series as well. What else? Like I said, man, there's so many movies. I just, I can't think of it. God, forgive me. There's just none coming to my head right now, but there's a large amount that I really, really like, and I can't just particularly vote on one, you know what I mean? In terms of games, same kind of thing. I really love Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Fallout, Mass Effect. God, there's quite a few games. Grand Theft Auto. You know, tons of games that I've really enjoyed playing over the years. And there's no particular one that I like more than others. I mean, I prefer, like, there are series that I may like more than others, let's say, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I just like a large variety of things. So anyway, hopefully that kind of answered your guys' questions. Whoa, we're getting a few more comments here. Let me just scroll back up. All right. Am I gay? Nope. If you've been, unless that was just like one of those things, like you're asking because you want to be a troublemaker. No, I'm not. I have a girlfriend. I've been with my girlfriend for 3.5 years now, so can't be gay. Anyways, next question. Misfits 1869. Dan, have you ever smoked weed? If you haven't, you should try it. It helps you relax. You know what? I've just never been about that lifestyle, so to speak, like literally. I've had many people try to get me to do it, and honestly, it's just not something I'm really interested in. It's not that I don't like. It's not like I'm like, oh no, nobody's gonna do anything about it. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna see this, or what am I trying to say here? I'm speaking kind of stupid, but like I'm not like gonna be like, oh, I'm calling the cops on you, or you know, I'm gonna report you. You're a terrible person. No, I'm just one of those guys who's just like, I don't really care. Do what you do. And if you do what you do, that's fine. Just I don't really want to be a part of it. Like I've had a couple couple circumstances where I had an old girlfriend and she was obsessed with it, man, like beyond obsessive, where like she had a lung condition and she would be doing these things. I'm sure people know what they are. They're called poppers. And she'd do those and those would totally fuck her up. So I don't know why the hell she'd do it. She tried to get me to smoke weed. And this is what really pissed me off. And this is kind of what became of our breakup. She said, I'm going to, oh wait, what did she say? What the fuck did she say? I'm going to corrupt you. That's what she said. She's like, I'm going to corrupt you. And the whole thing was, okay, I'm my own person. I'm my own man. I make my own decisions. Nobody's going to make that call for me. And that's the only reason I get angry when people do that kind of shit. Like I've had a buddy from work, the closest I've ever been, he actually took his joint and he literally put it like he was sitting in the we were in his car and he was sitting in the driver's seat and I'm in the passenger seat. And he's like, come on, man, just do it. I'm like, no, I don't want to. So, and he's just like, come on, man, come on. I'm like, dude, shut up. You're not going to get me to do it. Trust me. If a female can't get me to do it, you sure as fuck aren't getting me to do it. So anyway, he just takes his joint and puts it right in front of my nose like this. And I was fucking out the car. Like, it's just, I ask for respect. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I ask for respect in my, like in what I do and what I don't do. So it's my decision. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So just so you guys understand, it's like, it's not that I like, for example, there would be certain circumstances. Like if I went to Amsterdam, I feel obligated to do it. You know what I mean? Or if I was with, I don't know, let's just say Bob Marley was still around and Bob Marley I somehow managed to chill with Bob Marley and he's like, here, take a hit. I'm not going to say no. I kind of have to. It's Bob freaking Marley. Okay. You know, that kind of a circumstance, but as a personal decision, it's just not for me. You know what I mean? So anyways, next question comes from Thomas Nolan. How do you feel about earning 200,000 subscribers? Well, you know what? It's always a great feeling when you reach that milestone because every year I kind of go back and see how many subscribers I had at that point in time. Last year I had, at this time, I had what? I don't remember. But last year I got 100,000 subscribers. So basically within a year, I got 100,000 subscribers. The year before that, so like when I got 100,000 subscribers in 2014, in 2013, I had 38,000. So I had gained, what was it? 60,000-ish, more than 60,000 subscribers in a year. And now it's over 100. It's about 100,000 subscribers in the year. So as you see, every year it grows even higher. So it's great. I love it. So it just makes me wonder how much further we're going to go. Like a year from now, what are we going to see? What am I going to be at? Am I going to be at 200? Am I going to be at 250? We don't know. We just need that one particular thing where I don't know, people just got to come and subscribe and hopefully they enjoy the content. But yeah, it's a great feeling. And I'm really excited to be at the 200,000 mark. So, okay. Okay, this comes from Margot again. Has there ever been a Let's Play of yours where you said, hell no, do not buy this game? Yeah, there have been a couple. Let me go peruse my game section here, people. You probably can't hear me. 1 second. I'll grab a couple games that I wouldn't recommend you buy. Or I'll just shout them to you, okay? If you can hear, hopefully you can hear me. Let's see. Like as in like a hell no, don't you fucking dare kind of a situation, I'd probably say, sorry, I got quite a few games here. Brink is definitely a hell no. Don't buy Brink ever. That game is, I'm sure retro fans will know what I'm talking about, but don't buy Brink. Trying to think. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Shoobity-boo. You know what? There's a lot, but Brink definitely comes to mind. Oh, there's another one here. I think it's on PlayStation. You know what? There's none that really come to mind other than that. I mean, there are some. Oh, Never Dead. Never Dead's pretty crappy. But you get those games, right? There's always those games where I do a Let's Play and I cannot recommend any of those. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So if I'm not enjoying it, you know what I mean? If I'm not having a good time when I'm playing the game, and I kind of mention this game's trash, don't buy it, you'll pretty much hear me and you'll hear my thoughts on it. Trust me. So that is pretty much that. So yes, there are Let's Plays where I say, don't purchase this. Let me do the purchasing, and that way you guys don't have to. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. Oh my gosh. When I clamped the seal down, there's some spew that went woo. Oh, it's getting cold. Sorry, I had to finish it. You guys know me and my cold coffee. I can't stand that shit. All righty. Let's go up to the next question. When you first started, what did you use to record? Comes from Blade Dante Gallardo. I'm saying it right? Gallardo, or is it just Gallardo? Gallardo. Anyway, what did I first use to record? The first device I ever received for recording was on console, and it was a Hauppauge HD PVR model, I believe is 1212. They released multiple generations, and it was a pretty good system. I still have it. It's somewhere in my storage. But yeah, that was the first thing I ever used. It was solid for a long time, so I got no complaints there. What would be the next milestone for your channel? Thomas Nolan. You know what? I don't know. Milestones. The thing is, I don't really look for milestones. I kind of just enjoy my time on YouTube, and I just enjoy what I, play what I can and have some fun with it. That's basically what I do. And if a milestone comes along, it really makes me think, holy hell, this has really been successful and YouTube's been fantastic. So usually milestones get kind of judged with subscribers, but I can't really say. Like, I don't want to say too much, but I'm like, milestones of fact, like where companies are calling me or contacting me to get them for work for them, that I think is a big milestone because I'm starting to get there. I've received call from various gaming companies. I don't want to really, I don't want to say too much yet because I'm not supposed to, but there's more and more stuff coming out where this is becoming a reality. You know what I mean? Like this dream of mine where I started doing it just for fun and just for the hell of it, it's now becoming an amazing career, and it's a lovely ride so far. So my next milestone is that basically like my dream is coming true where I'm able to use this, but I can't really say exactly what the next milestone will be. It's like one of those things where it comes along and I'm like, oh my God, this has just happened. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So hopefully that answered your question. Let's see. 1 second. Whoa, what happened here? Whoa, there's a lot of comments here. Holy, where'd they all go? I scrolled down and it's just like, nope. No. Grab the scroller. There you go. There we go. Okay. This is a decent question. Ribeye21. If you had the option to redo one Let's Play that you have ever done, what would it be and why? What would I redo? I feel like I'd redo. You know what? I can't think of one, to be honest, right now off the top of my head. Probably a series that was removed or something, or a games I just really enjoy. You know what I mean? I might redo it for that reason. I love Star Wars: Knights of the Republic, as you guys know. I've done 4 Let's Plays on both KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2, and I'd probably find some excuse to do that again, but other than that, I'm not really sure. Usually my Let's Plays, even as broken as they are, as broken as they may be or whatever, it's still part of the experience, you know what I mean? So, but sometimes say I'm sucking at something and then I end up getting good at the game, and I come back and I'm like, oh my God, how was I so bad at this one part? You know what I mean? Or bad at this game. Now I'd be a king, you know, that maybe that circumstance. That way my Let's Play looks better, you know, just kind of like that. So, let me see. What is your favorite thing about Canada? Comes from Sean Bentley. So for those of you who don't know, I am a Canadian, born and raised. I've lived here my whole life. My favorite thing, there are a lot of things I could tell you about. I don't know. I like a lot of things Canadian. Like, well, the coffee is pretty good. Timmy Hose. I don't know. Like, the people are usually quite friendly. I mean, there are the occasional asshole, but everyone is generally wholeheartedly good for the most part. So that's another thing. There's a lot of friendly people, and I try to be as friendly as possible whenever I can. You know what I mean? So I guess that's the biggest thing. There's a lot of great perks of living here. Well, at least the part in Canada where I live, we're the least in debt. Well, actually, I don't think we're in debt out of anybody here. We're not in debt at all. And other provinces are. It's because of our oil, but the oil is even taking a hit right now too. So, but yeah, it's great to have to pay. Like, we have the lowest tax. You know, it's relatively inexpensive, but at the same time, it is expensive to live in Canada. People say, "Oh, it's so expensive." Not really. It depends how you look at it. People say, let's make an example. Okay, so if you get let's say you buy a car, okay, and in US dollars, the car would be, I don't know, let's say $20,000, okay? So whatever the car may be that goes for 20 grand, I don't know, let's just say it's a Honda Civic, okay? Let's just say a Honda Civic. I never buy a Civic, but let's say it's 20 grand, right? So $20,000 in a Canadian dollar would be just over $25,000. And everyone's like, wow, that's expensive for the same car. No, because everything kind of comes into relation. You see what I mean? Like, you have the Civic, and it's worth, just because the Canadian dollar is lower. So you could say things cost more, but then again, like, say we get paid more. It would look like we get paid more. Does that make sense too? So say, like, as an American, let's say you make, I don't know, 4 grand, right? Let's say you make 4 grand a month. And a Canadian who does the same job gets the same technical pay, they'd probably get, well, whatever 4 grand American to Canadian is, which I think is about 56 to 6,000, something like that, $6,000. So they compensate. It's just the value of the dollar makes it look like it's more expensive. So relatively, it's inexpensive to live here, and it's really nice. And believe it or not, people think it's cold 100% of the time. It's not true. Like, the last few days, it's been, what has it been? 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot. I think that's about 95 to 100 and some degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. I can't remember. So it's been pretty warm, and people think it's cold all the time. It's just not. You know what I mean? That's a stereotype. So it's a beautiful place to live. So I really enjoy it. All right, next up. Oh, this is a good one. Kind of interesting. How did you and Tara meet? Well, that's my girlfriend's name. Met her in 2012 in January. My buddies and I, we were going to a bar. And I was a designated driver. At that time, I wasn't really into huge drinking. I found that bars were a huge waste of money. And the agreement we had was you would, like, the guy who was the designated driver wouldn't have to pay anything. No cover, no drinks, nothing. You were just there to make sure the guys got home safe. It was simple as that, right? So that was my situation. My buddies are drinking. They're getting stupid. And I'm sitting at the bar just kind of chilling at them, watching for them. And it just so happens there was this girl sitting next to me. And we just kind of got to talking, and basically she was like, you know, just basic pish pash back and forth kind of crap, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just here, I'm a designated driver, it's fun, blah blah blah, fun stuff. she's like, I'm kind of doing the same thing, right? I'm making sure my friends get home, blah, blah, blah. But she lived close enough to the area that she could walk them home. So that's how it kind of just went down. We sparked a conversation. I asked her out, and the rest is history. So pretty much that. All right. Beep, beep, beep. What are your thoughts on Terminator Genesis? I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Okay. Dan, are you going to be putting face cam in your future videos? I was debating on it, but I feel like face cams are good when reactions are necessary. So like in a Walking Dead type thing or a horror game. Like, I mean, I know it's probably funny when something hilarious comes by and you see me dying of laughter or something. It's been something I've been wanting to work into, maybe start doing a picture-in-picture. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, if you watched the Allison Road prototype gameplay where I do my live reactions, where I used a green screen. I've had a green screen for at least a year. More than 2. I got it for Christmas for my brother in 2013. So I've had it for a while. I've been using it to make thumbnail covers, etc., that kind of stuff. So I decided to set up behind me. The problem is it's huge. It's a massive thing. I'm sure people have seen it on my old videos. There's like this bar that like hangs over my entire office here. And that's basically used to hold my green screen. So I'd like to get something smaller. They make the ones that fold up into a bag, and you have the stand, and all they do is they're like perfect width. They'd be about this wide. If you can see that, I don't know, but it's wide enough to cover my whole background, and they're easily they're easy to move. So if that's something like, I don't know, maybe something to do it that way. That way there's no weird, random picture-in-picture box in the corner. But, we'll see how it goes. It's something I've been considering strongly, so don't worry. There is something in the future, I feel like, as the channel gets larger, especially with the 200,000 subscribers and more, I feel like we need to move it. You know what I mean? Move forward and start doing some stuff that the people really want. Okay. Do you watch anime? No, I do not. I used to watch Pokemon, if you want to count that. I watched that when I was a kid. It's funny. It's on Netflix. My girlfriend and I are watching that right now as well. Good memories. Anyways, beep. What's your most embarrassing experience? You know what? I don't know. I don't really dwell on the embarrassing experiences. I'm sure most people don't. There are a couple things where I made an ass of myself. I can't recall. Usually it's when there's obviously a lot of people looking at you. God, I'm sorry. I can't particularly remember anything right now. Most embarrassing. I'll think on it and try and come back, okay? Oh, good. I have people here so I can actually answer this question. I've been mentioning this for a while, but not everybody watches my game updates or whatever. So I'm going to mention it right now. Daniel Brown, do you ever plan on resuming Star Wars The Old Republic? Yes. I'm not quitting Old Republic. I know it's been 6 months. I think more than 6 months. I think the last part I posted was in January of this year. And people are like, oh, he must have quit it. No, the only reason I haven't been playing it is because I want to devote a solid month straight to it. And the reason being is because I had a subscriber who gave me as a birthday present, I believe it was, a month subscription to The Old Republic. Full access, like not free to play, like you get all the features of it. And I don't want to waste that gift. You know what I mean? I want to use it into its fullest potential. Problem being, I know now would seem like the best time, but I got lots of games I got to catch up on. Like NBA's finished, obviously. Batman's done. It's almost fully uploaded. It's been done for about a week now. What else is going on? Fallout. I actually played more Fallout New Vegas yesterday. There's more coming today, so you guys can watch it later in the evening. But yeah, I beat Fallout New Vegas's main story, and I just have to do the DLCs now. And what else is there as well? Witcher 3, I want to get fully done. I'm getting there. I'm almost done it. But I just want to get those parts done, and that way I know, like, I don't want to do another RPG with all these damn RPGs. There's just too many, and I got gaming season around the corner, so I'm using summer to catch up. Maybe I'll be able to start the Jedi Knight series that I wanted to do in the summer. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. I mentioned I wanted to do the Jedi Knight series, starting with Dark Forces, then moving down to all the way up to Outcast and all that. So that's something I do want to do as a kind of a marathon, not like right after another necessarily, but as many people as possible. So, as as often as I can. I have too many series on the go. Gaming season's coming up, so I will be playing it still. I promise you. I just want to make sure that I have enough time to devote to it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, cool. When are you getting married? I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. I do want to answer this question right here. All right. What are your thoughts on yearly franchises, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, etc.? They drive me crazy. Why? Because they're the same shit. Every single year. I don't like, especially Assassin's Creed, man. Especially. If they just took a year off and released them bi-yearly, bi-yearly, and like, for example, think of it this way. Assassin's Creed this year. Call of Duty next year. Assassin's Creed after that. Call of Duty after that. That way, we don't have Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty. Same formula, you know, with Call of Duty. Oh, you're some sort of military organization. Your best ally, the guy you're working with, turns out to be the asshole, and you kill him in a crazy amount of explosions, orgasmic explosions of, I don't know. And then there's just some crazy shit. People die, everyone dies, and you're the hero. That's Call of Duty in a nutshell. Then you got Assassin's Creed. It's basically the same kind of thing in a different environment. And while it was cool back then, like I'm sure everyone played the first two Assassin's Creed. If you don't, I recommend you do. Assassin's Creed 1, you'll be like, holy hell, this is different. And I remember when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, I played that game to shit. Like everything. I fully completed everything. All collectibles, everything. Because it was so huge compared to Assassin's Creed 1. I remember picking it up and be like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. But then it got to be the same. And it was like copy, paste, copy, paste. And I'm just like, holy crap, man. Like, give us some breathing room. You know, so I don't know. That's my thoughts on that thing. I think they should take more time. That way the game could be longer and better if they release them every 2 years or even every 3 years. You know what I mean? I think that'd be way better than doing it every year just to make the guaranteed sales. It's so stupid. And then you got people who just say, oh, more Call of Duty, more Assassin's Creed. You know, like it gets a little silly. And I don't know. I play them because it is a thing, you know, and people do want to see it if it's worth the money or not. And that's kind of my role. So that's why I do them, so people can see them. But it's all pretty vanilla plain, whatever, you know. So that's my thoughts on that. How many subs do you wish on reaching? As many as I can, millions. I feel like I'll be very, very, very happy if Assassin's Creed, or sorry. Not Assassin's Creed. If I make like 1 million subscribers, I think I'll be pretty damn happy for that. I think that would be a huge milestone for me. So that'd be great. I'd love to see like multiple numbers like PewDiePie size, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, there's so many Let's Play channels on there. A lot of people don't play fairly, if you know what I mean. False titles, you know, trickery and shit. And they, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that, but hopefully as many as possible. Simple as that. Do you like Star Trek? Nah, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. Like I said, I like Star Wars, and usually you're either Star Wars or Star Trek. But nah, I never really got into Star Trek. What's your most enjoyable game so far this year? I'm gonna go with new games, like what you mean new games, okay? In terms of new games, you know, I'm just going to quickly open up my Steam because I've been playing a lot of PC games lately. You know what? I've really, really, really enjoyed The Witcher 3. It's been a buttload of fun. I'm trying to remember what else came out this year. You know what? I'm going to open up I'm just going to go to my channel real quick, and I'm just going to look at my past series. And just gotta take a look. Because there haven't been too many when you really think about it. I've enjoyed Mortal Kombat X a bit, you know. Wow, there weren't that many, were there? I'm actually quite surprised. There weren't many new things really to write home about. I'd say, yeah, and there's Scat Out of Hell. That was like the first thing. Yeah, I'd have to go with Witcher 3 so far. I really enjoy that game. It's pretty damn fun. So there's going to be way better games coming out in fourth quarter, though. I can guarantee that. Okay. Let's keep going here. What do you think of the new Batman game? Well, I enjoyed it, but I kind of agree with people's complaints. Like the Batmobile was overused. Some of the missions are kind of repetitive, even though they do kind of suck you in. There's a big goal. I like. There's a huge goal to reach, and in order to get the final ending, though, you have to you have to you have to do all the Riddler stuff. It's just pretty. It's kind of dumb. I wish they didn't do that, but it is what it is. The bugs were pretty atrocious. I have it on PC, and I also have it on console as well. But I guess they kind of patched it. I was a little I'm not saying I was angry at the game. I was more angry at how they released the game. You know what I mean? Like, that was pretty bad. They should know better. But I did enjoy the game. I had a lot of fun with it. So I do like the Batman series, especially dating my girlfriend, because she is a massive DC Comics fan, particularly Batman. So I know basically everything there is about Batman just from living with her all these years. So anyway, let's move on. Are you keeping track of any Star Wars news coming out of SDCC? No, like I said, I haven't had a chance to go into Comic-Con or look into it. Like, I should probably do that. I'll make some time and take a look on what's new. But yeah, no, I'll definitely get to it. What did you think of Jurassic World? It was fun. I like Jurassic World. I'm a Jurassic Park fan. I liked the movie, the new one, the Jurassic World movie. But it's Lego. Lego gets kind of repetitive too. You got to keep that in mind as well. How do you like the subreddit? I use it from time to time, not as often. It's not as large as I mean. It's mainly there for my fans. It was made by the guy who asked Frosty Fork. I thank him for making the subreddit. He didn't have to do that. But if you want to go check out the subreddit, right in this scream, ah! Right in the stream. If you click the description, you'll have my channel, Twitch page, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, merchandise page, and then the Reddit's at the bottom. So you can go check out the Reddit if you want and follow that as well. Like I said, social media, follow me there. I post daily pretty much. So yeah. Are you doing FIFA 16? I'm just thinking about it, and I decided not to. I played FIFA 15, but I barely got into it. I just kind of got tired of it. I know that sounds kind of silly, but that is the truth. And people, I feel like I couldn't play FIFA 16 without finishing FIFA 15. You know what I mean? And I kind of just grew out of it. And people were getting angry. And they're like, damn, holy shit, you suck. Like, not everybody, but the FIFA, they were FIFA fans who don't know me for me, and they come and seeing my gameplay, and they're like, oh, my God. You're no KSI, and I'm just like, not trying to be KSI. Calm down. So anyway, I just kind of got out of it, so probably not going to be doing FIFA 16. Are you going to get the new PT game? Okay, I just want to do some clarifications on that. It's not PT. PT was never going to be a game. You know what I mean? Like, PT was supposed to... Oh, sorry, just 1 second before I answer that question. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so PT was never made to be a game. It was a game that was strictly made to be a teaser. So PT is done. PT stands for playable teaser. So it wasn't meant to do anything other than hype up Silent Hill. But I know what you mean, Allison Road. And what happened with Allison Road was the fans were like, PT was good. We know Silent Hill's not going to be like this, but PT is phenomenal. So we want to we want to do a game like PT, but make it a full game with Allison Road. So to answer your question in short, yes, it looks awesome, and it's been forever since I played a horror game. And like what was it? 2013 was like the year of horrors. There were a ton of good horror games, at least in the mainstream, especially with Outlast and all that. But I want to get into another horror game, and I think that one would be pretty fantastic. So yeah, in short, yeah, Allison Road. Go check them out. Fan made. You gotta give them credit. All right. Can you describe your life before YouTube? Oh, I can try. I've had a plethora of jobs. I've been making like shit money. Like back then I was making nothing. I was a younger kid. I was a teen. Then I was a young adult. Was working at jobs that I hated. You know what I mean? And it was just, I did it because, well, it got me out of the house. Obviously I had bills to pay. It paid decently, but for what I was doing, I got tired of it. But you know what? My life before all YouTube, mind you, YouTube I love to death, and I am super excited to have the following I have and the position that I'm in. I'm happy to be in this position. But there are things about it that get to you, and they're a little more stressful. And since I'm doing this full time, you see all the YouTube stuff that annoys you more often. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't trade anything for the world. Trust me. Like, I love this, and I love you guys, and it's just an amazing thing. Comparatively, my old life, pretty basic, not too crazy. I don't know. I used to be in Taekwondo. I got a black belt there. I used to play soccer or football a lot. I was pretty good. I was a really good keeper. When I was a kid, I was the shortest keeper in the league. Like, I don't know if I loved indoor. I played both indoor and outdoor soccer. I liked indoor a little bit better. I was a really good keeper with that. And you know how short those goals are? Well, I could barely reach it. Like, I was just like, I had to jump to hit the top. I was tiny, but I was really good. So, yeah, I kind of grew up on soccer. So it was kind of cool. And then I got into Taekwondo and had some fun with that. But I got annoyed with that. Let me tell you a little bit something about that, though. I got my black belt. And after I got my black belt, I wanted to do more competitions, because eventually once you get your black belt, you get first dan, which is first dan, second dan, third dan, so on and so forth. And they take years to achieve. So I got my black belt, first dan, and I wanted to do more competitions and train and get better. You know what I mean? But they weren't letting me. They wanted me to teach the kids, yet I was still paying to go to it. You know what I mean? I was paying to go there, and they wanted me to be a teacher there. I'm like, shouldn't you be paying me if all I'm doing is teaching? I remember I'm like, oh, they're like, Dan, we want you to go to the tournament this Sunday or whatever, on Saturday or whatever it was. And keep in mind, these tournaments start early. Like, I had to be up at like 6 in the morning just to get there for 7 or something. And I'm like, oh, sweet. What can I go into? What can I sign up for? It's like, oh no, we need you to judge. We need you to ref. We need you to be the flag guy. We need you to do all that stuff. And I'm like, no, I want to compete, man. I'm paying you. Like, this isn't. I'm not getting up to just be a ref or a judge or whatever. Like, I understand they respected my knowledge of the sport and all that for that, but I wanted to compete because I loved competing. I loved doing sparring. I was really good sparring. I was really good at the patterns. I was good at a lot of stuff. I had a knack for that, but I just kind of got sick of that. I'm like, I'm not here to pay you for me to teach them, because teaching children, like kids who are like 6 and under, is such a pain in the ass because they didn't listen, right? So you have to be like, you look this way. It was funny though, but it was a good time in my life. I had fun with that, but there's way more I can get into, but I think I got to keep it kind of short to move on here, because we're about 40 minutes into the stream. All right, so let's see. What's your favorite genre of games? You know what? I really enjoy the action RPG. I do like a lot of first-person shooters, just not the vanilla kinds. I know that sounds silly, but I don't know, man. There's a lot, and God, I like to give every type of game the benefit of the doubt. Some games I don't particularly like. I don't really like dungeon crawling games. Really, they kind of bore me a little bit. But it all depends. Like, it all depends on the game itself. I'm completely open to everything. So, will you ever play games with subscribers? This is how I can tell you're fairly new or you're not a hardcore watcher. I do that very often. Like, whenever I'm playing, whenever you see me playing a game online, whether it be with mainly GTA Online or whatever, the people I'm talking to are my subscribers. Like, I don't like, they're not like people I know like in real life. They're people I'm like, yo, everybody, I'm going to be playing this with at this time, this day, I want some people to join me. Who's up? And I do that on social media. That's why I encourage you guys to do that in social media, because I can't post a video just to say, hey, everyone come by, because things change, right? Social media is easier. So I do that all the time. So will you ever play? I already do. So you just got to check the social media for updates. If you don't have it, I understand. You don't have to have it. I'm not saying go do it now or I'll disown you. There's not going to be any of that. But I'm just letting you know that it is a thing that I do. And if you want to get involved, well, all you got to do is just keep an eye out for updates. That's simple, really. Let's see. What are your thoughts on collector's editions now? Well, I kind of went into this a little while ago. I made a video for it. I'm sure a few of you have seen it. And collector's editions, you know what? They kind of pissed me off. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when I was playing Fallout New Vegas yesterday. I had actually talked about this a little bit when I was traveling from point A to point B. And I had mentioned that they're getting annoying in the fact that there's less of them. You know what I mean? Like let's say 3 years ago, 2010, 2011, 2012, you couldn't have a main release without having a collector's edition. You could not have a main release at all. They would always have a collector's edition unless they were a very, very small game. Now it seems that they've discovered that collector's editions don't sell as well as expansions, you know, and seasons passes, right? So that's what they've a lot of companies have deviated to. They've gone from making collector's editions to big fat season pass content that's overpriced like crazy. Like, let's look at Ubisoft. They're not making any collector's editions. Like, for example, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I saw certain things. I looked up, and apparently there was a collector's edition, but it's not available for pre-order. All that's available is a regular edition and a gold edition. The gold edition is like $150 fucking dollars, and it's just DLC. Like, if that's not overinflation, I don't know what is. That's an insane price for a game plus a few DLC packs. Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen. So, I like collector's editions. Like, I'm sure you could see behind me here. That's what I like to use them for. This is my office. It's my place of work. It's themed. It makes sense. It decorates the office accordingly in the theme of, you know, the office. I have a couple posters, things like that. You know, like I need another one or a couple right here because there's an empty wall space here, but there's one there, one there. There's one back there. You know, there's posters all over the place, but you know what I mean. So I like decorating. That's why I like collector's editions. But the ones that do come out, since they're so rare and they're for these main games, they don't make enough copies. They're super limited. And I think I know why, because they want to guarantee their sales. And they don't want to be making a butt ton of these collector's editions, even if it doesn't cost them anything to make, or it costs them very little to make. For example, let's look at the Fallout. Look at Fallout 4. I managed to get my hands on it, but I'm sure a lot of you understand how difficult it was. I have a pre-order. I'm happy with that. It's a Pip-Boy edition, and it actually comes with your own Pip-Boy, and you can actually put your phone in the Pip-Boy, and there's an app for it, and you can pretend you're using the Pip-Boy. I can't wait to try that out. And it's relatively decently priced. I think it's like 120 Canadian dollars. It's like $100 US. So that's a relatively decent priced collector's edition, because for the big statues, they're usually 120 and up, like 120, 150, you know, that kind of a price. So the harder to get. Now, EB Games, for you Canadians out there, Australians, whatever, you know, there's EB Games over GameStop. And at my EB Games, I'm a platinum member, which is second highest. And that's just because I bought and pre-ordered so many games. It bumped me up into that status. And there's one more called Onyx, but honestly, that's pointless. There's no point in buying Onyx. But yeah, that gives you exclusive access to pre-order before anyone else online. And that's how I got Fallout. They emailed me like, be the first. We're only releasing a small amount. We want our Platinum Edge members to get it first. So I managed to get one in. I got a message the other day for Black Ops 3. Juggity jag. Let me look. Black Ops 3, is it Juggernog? Yeah, the Juggernog edition. And it comes with a mini fridge. And let me see if I can show you guys real quick what it looks like. 1 second. I don't know if I can. I think I'm new to streaming. Screen share. 1 second. Here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna open up a new one of these. Here we go. All right, so Juggernog edition. All right, so let's see. Let's get a good picture for you guys. Here's a good picture. No, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm really dwelling a lot on this. Here's a good size. No, I don't want to take from some other person's thing. This'll do. Okay, so let me go back here. Screen share. Here we go. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You get the Juggernog. That's a mini fridge, and that's the thing that's in the game for, you know, med, whatever. Looks like you get a steel book. You get a bunch of stuff. And sorry, I hope there you go. Anyway, sorry, just had to get that going. Anyway, yeah, you get some skins. You get some coasters. You get the season pass, which is like all 4 DLCs, art cards, etc., etc. The giant zombies in-game bonus maps, stuff like that. So the thing is, it seems cool enough, but you got to remember, it's like it's at least in Canadian dollars, it's 260,000. No, whoa, that's expensive. Sorry, $260. That's pretty pricey for a collector's edition. At least that's Canadian dollars, though. It could be a little bit cheaper. It could be like 200 US, but still, that's pretty expensive. I understand you get a mini fridge, but it's not something that I really would want to spend that much money on. You know what I mean? So it's gone already. I took a day, by the way. It took a day for me to like, I was going to show my girlfriend, and it's like, oh, it's not available anymore. So it already sold out. I would have had the opportunity. I was there. I'm like, nah, I don't want it. You know what I mean? So they're getting overpriced. They're harder to come by. They're just frustrating me. It's annoying because I'm a bit of a collector. I like collecting stuff and make things look cool. You know what I mean? So that's my current situation. So that's my opinion. I kind of went on that a long time. So hopefully that answered some questions. Anyways, let's see here. We need Skate 4. I agree, but at the same time I don't, because Skate 3, well, I said, yeah, I want it. The more I thought about it, Skate 3 was a bit of a joke when you think about it. The bugs were insane, and it's mainly played for comedic sense instead of just actual skateboarding, which is a shame, because I do love the Skate series, and I'm sure a lot of people are subscribed to me because of the Skate series, but I would love to play one, but that's currently what's happening. You know what I mean? I can't really say I doubt it'll ever happen again. And then you got people who say, Dan, it's been confirmed. And then they're just like, yeah, who said that? Did EA say that? No. Did some random person say that? And then you just saw that and you got excited. Yeah, you can't believe everything you see. Okay. Are you going to do drunk Call of Duty? Okay. Fun fact, old video of mine from 2010, when the original Black Ops came out, I did a series called Drunk Gaming. You can go check it out if you want. It's pretty funny. It's classic Dan, like super, super classic Dan with the shaggy hair. I guess I see what that guy means. Why is my hair weird? It changes all the time. Anyway, yeah, like I did a series like that, and I haven't done it since because I kind of, you know what? As I got older, I became more of a tank in terms of drinking, and it takes a lot more to get me drunk. Back then, I was fairly lightweight. I was only 19 years old, and yeah, it just wasn't working. So that was that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that again, but like I said, we'll have to see. All right. Next up on the old, are you getting COD 3? And I'm assuming you mean Black Ops 3. Yeah, I'm getting it, just not that collector's edition. All right. Are you going to do any more rant videos? Okay, here's my thoughts on my rant videos. Now, I don't like doing them because I don't want people to see me as an angry individual, you know? Like I'm not known for being angry, you know? Like you know, there are people who are known for being angry and that's their thing. But the thing is, it's very immature. And I don't like doing, it's like me kind of having a temper tantrum in a way. Things on YouTube, like I say, they do get annoying, but I don't feel like doing rant videos are an answer. Like, well, sure, if I'm ranting about, say, I don't know, a major company screwing up or something like that. But like usually lately my rants have been about, oh, this guy was mean to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of making fun of myself right now. That's not always the case, but like, you know, just things with like YouTube interactions, and there's no need to make a video out of them. So that's why I don't want to do them. unless it's something serious. You know what I mean? Like YouTube's really pissing me off itself. Like, oh, new layout is horrible, and you have to fucking finger a YouTube exec just to upload a video. Every time you want to upload a video, you got to finger a YouTube exec or something stupid like that. Then I'd probably make a rant video on it, but then I'd have to do like a fist, you know, fist them. God, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm sorry, but yeah. So that's kind of what I'm standing with on that. I don't know. It's all circumstantial. Can you do a Minecraft series? I don't know, man. If I was gonna do a Minecraft series, I would have done it a long time ago. I got my little nieces who want me to play it. My little nieces want me to play Five Nights at Freddy's. It's funny because they want me to watch. They watch some of my videos too, and they love Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm just like, you just want to watch me, you know? I don't know. It's funny. I don't know. One thing I can tell you is I do want to do Minecraft Story Mode, which is going to be a Telltale series. So I do want to check that out. I just don't know if I really want to do the Minecraft, you know, kind of a thing. There's so many Minecraft channels out there. And I know people do like me for me, so they'd like to see me do a Minecraft. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It could be. I don't want to say no to it, but I just don't want to at the moment. You know what I mean? That is what I mean. I don't know if you guys saw at E3 the Microsoft press conference where they did their you know, their oh God, I can't remember the name of it, but it's their like virtual reality goggle thing. Forgive me. Why don't I remember? That's gonna bother me. Let's see, Microsoft HoloLens. That's it. Okay, so the HoloLens. And they use it to build a 3D Minecraft. That would be so freaking cool, man. Can you imagine? I would like to try it for that kind of a thing. But there would be other things as well. You know what I mean? There'd be other games to try out as well. All right. Do you have any pets? Not at the moment. I did, with my parents. There was a family dog. And you may have seen him in a couple videos. Like when I was moving to this place, my parents let me stay overnight at their house. Because I had to be out by a certain day, but I couldn't take possession of this place until the 1st, and I was out on like the 30th or something, and the 31st, so I ended up doing nothing on the 31st. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you may have seen him in a video, but no, I don't have one here. My girlfriend wants to get a cat. She wants to get a Bengal. She actually put money down on it. If you're familiar with a Bengal, they're basically cats that look like leopards. Like they look like a cat, but their coat is leopard-like. They're very beautiful. Like here, let me give you an example of one that she wants. Okay, 1 second. Snow Bengal. Kind of an idea. Very, very beautiful cats, man. What's a good example? These things are adorable. The kittens. This is a good example. This is a good example right here. All right, so I'm gonna do another one of those. Sheepy 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 sheep, beepy sheepy sheep, sheepy 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 sheep. All right, so this is basically what a snow Bengal looks like. That's the one she wants. Like I said, they come in brown colors as well, you know, like a leopard, like kind of a golden brown with the brown spots. They come in different patterns. Sometimes their coats have like triangular shapes and, you know, circular shapes, spots, you know, things like that. It's all different. So, yeah, I guess it depends. But this is basically what the cat that she wants is going to look like, more or less. So, anyway, sorry, 1 second. Stop it. Anyway, it's adorable, I know. So that's that. Snow Bengal. And anyway, so yeah, maybe we'll have a cat. And I would like to get a dog too. There's a couple dogs like breeds that I like that I'd probably like to get. But I feel like in my current living situation, it wouldn't be the best idea. You know what I mean? It's just not large enough. So that's just my thing. Okay. Dan, why don't you sell or trade those shitty games like Brink and Never Dead? Well, because like I said before, I'm a bit of a collector. I like having a game collection, and if you trade in those games, they give you nothing for them. EB Games, GameStop, they rip you the fuck off. Everybody does. You know, it's no point. Like, I could sell them, but those games aren't going to go for much, so they might as well just keep them in the collection. You know what I mean? I'd rather give them to a friend or something to enjoy, or give them away to you guys. If I'm actually going to get rid of them, I wouldn't want to do those things. It just seems like a waste of time. So, anyway, I should recorrect myself. Never Dead wasn't bad, but it wasn't very good either. But Brink pissed me off. Horrible AI. I'm sure there was an update, but when I played it, it was horrible. We play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. That's pretty much a given. I do that every year. What game do you like more? I don't know if this is really a fair question. They're completely different games. Batman Arkham Knight or Life is Strange. I can't really tell you because they're two completely different games, man. Like, I can't say what I like more. You know what I mean? Life is Strange is probably a better bang for your buck, but I don't know, man. I can't. Those are two completely polarizing games. That's not a fair thing. Are you going to do more reviews? I said I would do that. I said I was going to consider coming back to it. But the thing is, I play so many goddamn games. It's just nonstop, right? You know? And I found I'm not very good at them. People always say, oh, Dan, like, you said that it had no negatives. You didn't list the negative. But you didn't give it a perfect score. Like, it's not that simple. And I'm not a game reviewer. I tried, and a lot of people liked them. Like, I'm not saying never again. I'm just saying not at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see what happens. But those things are a pain in the ass to make. Ah! Holy shit. I thought I was running out of comments, and then the thing just didn't load. All right, oh my gosh, there's a lot. Holy crap. Oh my God. Sorry, just like updated all the comments. Okay, I'm back where I am. Do many people recognize you when you're out and about? Funny story. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I've talked to friends, my girlfriend, various people, family members who have met my fans. I have not yet met them yet. But people like meet random people they've never met before, and they're like, they start kind of coming up in conversation, and my name comes up, and they're like, you know him. They're like, oh, I work with him, or he's my boyfriend, or whatever. I'm not kidding. That happens, and I'm never there. For example, if she's watching, this goes out to one particular person. A couple weeks ago, or last weekend or the weekend before, I can't remember which. I think it was the weekend before. My girlfriend, like, it's a yearly thing to her aunt's house. They have like a barbecue, and I was invited, of course, but unfortunately, I got stuck working late. Like, I didn't finish till like 9:30 or 10 o'clock or something, and they're out of town, right? So they're out on an acreage. So it's kind of a pain to get out there. But I had found out that at that place, a friend, okay, no, what was it? My girlfriend's aunt's best friend's daughter, can't remember, she was like 14 years old or something, was there. And she found out, and like, no, my girlfriend was getting questioned what I do. She's like, oh, what does your boyfriend do? Oh, he does YouTube. And oh, he's like, oh, really? What kind of videos? And he does gaming stuff. And she overheard, and she's like, what's his name? Right? And she said, my girlfriend told her name, and she lost it. And I wish I was there to meet her. So if you're watching this, I wish I was there to meet you. Like, seriously, I'm kicking myself that I was doing that stupid work, you know, and I wasn't over there. That would have been awesome. I've yet to meet a fan in real life. I know there are fans in my city. I've been told, especially that. What are the odds, you know, at a family gathering that there's somebody who brings their daughter, a friend of the family who brings their daughter that knows me. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. And then, like I said, I worked with some really great guys in my last job, and they knew people, and they were talking to them, and they know what I do. And then they found out, they're like, wait a minute, you know DanQ8000? I work with the dude. No way, he's my favorite YouTuber. It's so funny, man. Like, I wish I could. Maybe I'll get recognized someday, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure it's getting closer. It seems to be happening more frequently. I'm just never there. Sucks, man. But, oh, man, we'll see. All right. Are you excited to play the upcoming Battlefront? Yes. I played the... Yes. I played the closed alpha. Oh, my God. It looked so beautiful, and I was jizzing my pants the whole time. Wasn't allowed to post content because it had a very strict non-disclosure agreement on it, and if you did, you would both get a copyright strike, and your Origin account will get banned permanently. So, no thank you. So, it looked beautiful. It played really well. There were a couple of minor bugs, but It was so great, and I can't wait for more content on it, like the beta to come out in the full game. So excited. So much excited. God, I'm spitting everywhere. God, like a llama. Anyway. What did you think of Ghostbusters, the video game from 2009? I never played it, so I can't answer that. What do you think the best game of 2015 will be? Probably Fallout 4, although I'm a bit of a fanboy in that regard, so I don't know. There could be a lot better games. Like I said, The Witcher 3 was a lot of fun. Really good. I'm still working on it, but it's a lot of fun. So, I don't know. It could be a lot of things. We'll just have to wait and see, right? Will you ever play Rocket League? It's free on PlayStation. You have a PlayStation. If you have PlayStation Plus for this month. I do have PlayStation Plus. I've never heard of it. Maybe I'll look into that for you. Dance Central 3. YouTube removed it. Yeah, I know. Well, it's still there. It's not removed, but it's blocked in certain countries, and I think one of them is the United States. So that's a big one. And it's just that's what I mean, guys. Copyright's a bitch, and whenever you have like music like that, it gets blocked. It's annoying. I know, but I had a feeling that, and the reason I was able to post it at the time was that was before everyone hit us with the cheese, with the content ID, stop using music cheese. You know what I mean? So that's gone. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes, I have 2 brothers, both older than me. One of them is 15 months older than me, so that fucker's, well, he'll be turning 25. No, 26, because I'm 24. Yeah, he'll be turning 26 in September. My older brother, he's 40. He's an old fuck, gray bush. Anyway, would you ever consider playing LA Noire? I did. While I have you guys here, this is great. If you're never sure if I've done a video, I'm going to show you something real quick, okay? 1 minute. YouTube.com/DanQ8K. I'm going to show you how to use it, okay? For those of you who don't know. 1 minute. Uno momento. Por favor. All right. So let me just put the screen sharing back on. Bear with me here, people. Screen sharing. Screen sharing. Share to everyone. Okay. So from my channel, all you have to do is on this top tab, you got home videos, playlist, etc. Hit this. LA Noire. Oops, with a slash next to it. Look, it'll pop on my playlist, the DLCs, everything you need. So if you're never sure, you know, like, let's see, did Dan play Brink? Unfortunately, I did. With the DLC even, because I'm an idiot. Lots of stuff. All you got to do is use the search option, or, for example, DanQ8000 in the regular YouTube search and go LA. See, someone searched it before, so click it. LA Noire from years and years ago. So, yeah, that is there. Okay, so if you're ever curious, all you have to do is hit search. Search on my channel, search in YouTube, whatever you want to do. That's all you got to do. It's pretty simple. So anyway, hopefully that'll help you in the future. When are you going to start saying hi to us in the beginning of your vids and say bye at the end? Okay, you know what? It's a good thing I have that. Okay, I'm going to explain this. The reason that doesn't happen is because I don't, what am I trying to say? I don't record one video at a time. A lot of YouTubers do that. Like, for example, I'm playing a game. I record for 15. I start off like, oh, what's up, guys? Welcome to, I don't know. This is the only thing here. Welcome to Grand Theft Auto 5. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And I play through it for 15 minutes. And when I'm ready to end it, I go, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, favorite, etc. The reason is I usually play in large segments, so multiple hours. So I'll leave it recording for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I played The Witcher 3 recently, I had a 7-hour recording session. That's why you'll see, you'll see videos at the start or stuff at the start, like an intro at the first part, or like, and then randomly through the video, you'll see a, hey, welcome back to Fallout or whatever. You know what I mean? You're like, well, why didn't you say that in the last video? Because that's where my last segment ended in the video before and my new one started. You'll even hear me say I'm signing off. That's the only reason why I do that. I feel like Let's Plays, because I upload them so fast, it's kind of dumb to go, hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. You know what I mean? So it's just because most of the time, since I post so frequently of a single part, and it's not like I do one video every day of that video, of that part, and that's it. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do that. So it's not like I don't care or anything like that. So anyway, you're going to be playing Fallout 4, of course. Must have got here just recently. Would you ever visit Israel? I'd love to visit many places. I'm sure Israel would be on the list too. Although it'd probably be pretty expensive to head over there. So unfortunately, there are certain things that I can't do. Okay. Will you trade your YouTube career for $10 million? That is a smart question. Oh my God. You know what? Oh, that's tough because $10 million is brilliant, but I love what I'm doing. I can't answer that, honest to God. I love YouTube so much, but $10 million, you'd be set for life. But not necessarily. Sometimes a lot of money comes negatively, so I don't know. Ask me that in like 5 years, and we'll see. Guys, please don't ask stupid questions. The stupid questions I don't read anyway. Like if it's like, Dan, how much dust is in your house? That kind of shit. I haven't got that question, but I'm going to get it now. Fuck. What have I done? Let me get my Swiffer and I'll dust these comments off for you. Oh, that's great. What was your first video game that you played? Oh, God, man. I think when it was brand new, one of the Super Marios. Oh, God. Bear with me. I can't remember when it released. Because I was born in 1991. Let's see. No, what would it be? I can't remember. It was a Super Mario game, but it couldn't have been brand new. But there were like people I knew that had a Super Nintendo, and I played the Super Mario Bros. So probably those. That's my guess. But that would have been a long, 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 long time ago. So forgive me. What was the worst game you've ever played? Oh, man, I have no clue. Like I said, I've played so many games in my lifetime, especially since I started doing YouTube. There's some shit games out there, guys. Some pretty shit games. None really coming to mind. I'll do my best to try and think of it. But will you play For Honor? That game does look pretty cool, but I feel like it's going to be kind of a Order 1886 kind of scenario. You know what I mean? It looks kind of neat. It sounds good. Looks beautiful. But I just worry it's going to be like the Order 1886. I'm sure some people can get where I'm coming from with that. But I will play it. I will try it out. Do you know about San Diego Comic-Con? Of course I do. I'm not under a rock. I'm not underground right now. I'm not, trust me. I'm in an apartment, so I'm above land. Oh God, okay. Will you play Exo Zombies? That game's been out. If I was gonna play it, I would, so probably not. What was your dream job as a kid, and what pushed you to do YouTube, and why did you even start YouTube? Those are a good series of questions, and I'm gonna answer them for you. Okay, sorry, I was just looking at the next one. But anyway, I'll answer this question. Dream job as a kid. Everybody had their favorites, you know, like, oh, I want to go to space and that kind of stuff. I was a different kid. I had two kind of dreams. My first one, okay, I've mentioned this in many games, particularly when they have a sci-fi genre to them. I love space. I think it is super cool. And I think learning about the stars and planets was just the coolest thing. I was so fascinated. I was this like 7-8-year-old kid who wanted to be a fucking astronomer. Or is that what the one I'm working? Is it astronomer or is it astronomers? The guys who study the stars, right? I think. Let me just double check. I'm sorry. I feel. No, wait, no. Astronomy might be the study of the signs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, that is it. Astronomer, yeah. Who studies black holes, moons, planets, stars, asteroids. That's what I wanted to be. It was an astronomer. And I eventually, as I got a little older, that kind of changed. And I wanted to be a pilot. And then that kind of changed. And then I kind of just started doing dead-end jobs, you know, kind of pointless things. Until eventually, in my spare time, I decided to do YouTube one day. I had a few people that I watched who are no longer on YouTube, by the way. There are some channels, people like, who's your favorite? Like, who'd you know? Like, who'd you watch? I watched a YouTuber by the name of I Am Tia. She also went by the name Wicked Lil Girl. No longer on there. I remember when I watched, I was like 2007 or something, 2006. And yeah, I remember she was like 27 or something. She was doing all these walkthroughs and she was really good at them. So I really liked her. But then she went off the face of the earth. And like there are people like that who and then there were bits and pieces like Let's Plays from over, you know, like I remember watching Vash's Condemned 2 walkthrough. I had already beat Condemned 2 in its fullest, but I was such a fanboy of Condemned that I'm like, I want to see someone play it too. So I watched him, and he was pretty entertaining, and I feel like he's a completely underrated YouTuber as well. He's been on longer than any of these guys, and he has less subscribers than I do, and I think that's upsetting. I think dude should be popular as hell, but regardless, there are always different things, and those type of people made me kind of go, I want to do this too. So it was all for fun. And I started getting a decent following. Like, even if it was small, I thought 1,000 subscribers was huge. And I'm like celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Then it came 3,500. I'm like, ah! And then eventually, you know, more and more and more and more. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I look back and I'm just like, holy hell, I had no subscribers, but I was so plainly happy. You know, it was just so much fun to make videos. I loved creating content, even in my off time. That was what I was about. I was in school doing in the tech classes when I was in high school and everything. You know, I'd do filming and do editing and Photoshop, all that kind of stuff I did in school. And I just kind of turned it into my own thing and did whatever I wanted to do with it. So that's probably pretty much how I got my start. And that's why I continue to do it to this day. I mean, if you don't enjoy what you do, don't. I feel like that, like, do what you're passionate about. And the problem is a lot of people go into YouTube saying, I want to make money. Don't do that. That's such a bad thing to do. That's going to make, nothing's going to work that way. And I'm being sincere with you guys. If you go in to say, these guys are making money off YouTube, I need to go do this right now. You can't do that. You have to have a love for it or you're going to hate it, because there are so many things that kick you when you're down. And it's the thing that makes you like happy and it makes you enjoy yourself. That is what keeps you going. So that's what I say to that. I think, you know, a lot of people need to go do what they really want to do. Don't just do things for money. Like, it's a perk, of course, but do what you got to do for fun. Because all these YouTubers who are making a living off YouTube started doing things for fun, you know? So just look at it from that point of view, okay? Don't go in, head in. That's why I do it. That's why I love doing it. I love making videos, and it's great. Despite all the negative shit that happens, I still love doing this. It's the best time of my life right now. I'm having so much fun. So I got to thank you guys for that as well. So I'm going to move on. I got a butt ton of questions still. What is your goal in life? You know what? Now it's to just turn this into like an empire. The DanQ8000 empire is going to be the next best thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to be like a media figurehead. You know, that kind of a thing where I use my DanQ8000 to get some serious credibility. That's my kind of goal, just to make something for the future. Can you imagine a 70-year-old Dan? Oh, guys, fuck these bitches. You know what I mean? Doing commentary at 70? There's got to be something else. You know what I mean? There's got to be a stepping, you know, something a little higher. So hope as I get older, I can do something, you know, more involved with the community. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. All right. That was part one, I guess. Can you tell me, okay, this is worded kind of strange. Can you tell your opinion about drivers listening music very loud? Okay, so I'm thinking you're meaning like when you're in traffic and people have their windows down, they're blasting tunes. I'm indifferent because I do that from time to time too. Not terribly loud, but you know, there's nothing like, if you're a driving enthusiast, I'm a driving enthusiast. Sometimes I'll go out just to drive if it's a beautiful day outside. Right now it's warm as hell, but I don't know if you guys are familiar, but in Western Canada, there's a butt ton of forest fires and all the smoke is being blown to you know, a little bit east. So I'm in Alberta, so right now you got smog going on like crazy outside the last night, yesterday and today. So, but yeah, you love cruising with the windows down, playing your favorite beats, you know, getting that perfect gear change. Oh, it's beautiful. So I can totally understand that. Have you read any of the Star Wars Expanded Universe books? No, I haven't. How long have you done YouTube? Well, now, there's the thing. I've been on YouTube. I've been creating content since 2009. 2008. But I've been doing Let's Plays since January of 2010. So I had different formats. So I guess technically I've been doing it for 7 years? Is that about right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. 7 years. But if you want to count Let's Playing, I've been Let's Playing for 5 years. Over 5.5 years so far. Pretty crazy. Do you like Portugal? I have no reason not to. I've never been there, but I hate Portugal. No, I'm not going to do that. I have no problem with Portugal. Sure, I like it. What is your favorite Canadian beer and import? Oh, okay, this is good. This is right up my alley. Canadian beer, I don't like too many, but I do like Alexander Keith's. It's a heavier one. It's pretty good. It's what we usually drink. From Nova Scotia. My favorite import, hands down, is Guinness. I love Guinness. I like stouts. I like all sorts of beer. The stuff that people would probably hate, I will drink. No problem. I like going to, like, what we do is whenever we go to a pub or something, I try to look for the house beer to get something that I can't get anywhere else. You know what I mean? That's something I love to do, because how many places go, oh, would you like a Canadian? Or would you like a Kokanee? Would you like a Bud? No, fuck that. What's better? You know what I mean? Go for their house beer, something unique. Try something new. That's what I love doing with beers. Why did you first decide to post to YouTube? I already kind of got that one. And why did you do walkthrough specifically? Same kind of question. What is your spirit animal? You know what? I don't know, but if anything, I think it'd be a wolf. And the reason being is because my middle name is Wolfgang. I'm actually serious. Named after my uncle. And I have, like I said, I have Irish and German heritage. My mom's side is German. My dad's side's Irish. So hence the last name, family name. That's my dad's side. And yeah, no, but I love both my heritages. I feel so blessed to be Irish and German. I think that I love being Irish and German. This is great. So I'd say I'd be a wolf just because I'm Daniel Wolfgang Quinn, right? That's my full name. I'm not kidding. Little things. I mentioned that in some Let's Plays. Did you get the Pip-Boy edition? Yes. And am I doing an unboxing? Yes. Battlefront 2, will you ever continue it? I already beat it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Did you read Ready Player One? How was it? Oh, no, I haven't read that. Sorry. Thanks for reminding me. You got it in the loot crate. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what? I've left all those comics in their plastic. Maybe they'll be worth something someday. Ready into the Star Wars Old Republic books. They have Old Republic books? I mean, I knew they had Star Wars books. I didn't know they were Old Republic books. You know what? I think I did know that, but no, I haven't. What's your thoughts of Percy Jackson? Don't read them. Would you ever play Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky, or Star Citizen? I looked into No Man's Sky. So it looks kind of neat. I don't fully understand the point of the game. It seems like just to travel from planet to planet and exploring, but sorry, hiccups here. But yeah, I don't know about the other ones. I'll have to look into them, to be honest. Ah, Mr. Sergo, there he is. He's the guy who gifted me the subscription. Dan, the subscription's for 60 days, and I gave it to you for Christmas, I believe. I'm like, okay, well, whatever it was. It was Christmas or birthday. I guess it was Christmas. I still haven't used it. I'm saving it. I promise you, it is appreciated. Okay? You know I appreciate it. What was your first job? Oh, good. I was 14 years old, and I worked at Sport Check. I don't know is that a Canadian company? It might be, but it's like a sporting goods store. Oh man, I remember like little 14-year-old Dan, nervous as hell. And I got trained by this guy. He seemed nice enough, and he was cool enough, and he trained me fine, and I ended up doing pretty well. I made decent commission. I was in the hard goods section, so like selling like what have you, like bikes, hockey pads, tennis equipment, clothing stuff, or not clothing, anything like that. But the real money was in selling shoes. Everyone bought shoes, so sometimes I'd sneak in when it was dead and sell some shoes just so I can get some more commission on it. But it is what it is. It was that same guy who trained me caused me to quit because he actually assaulted me. I'm not kidding, and he had to have been probably 17 or 18, I think. And yeah, no, I remember one day. I looked at the schedule, and I'm like, and they had changed the schedule by taking the old one down and putting up next week's. I didn't know that. I thought it was the same week because it didn't have the dates on it. I'm like, oh shit, I came in at the wrong time. I'm off at this date. I'm off at this time today at like 4 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, but it was for next week. I misread it. And so I call for my ride. I go home. Then I get a call at like 7:30 or no, 7 o'clock because they closed at 7, I think. No. It was like 8. They closed at 8, and they called me at like 5 to 8. And he's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm done. I was done at 4." He's like, "No, you're not, you fucking idiot!" Right? And he's yelling at me. I'm like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, he's like, "Well," I'm like, "Sorry, I looked at my schedule. It said I was off at 4." He's like, "That's for next week." like, oh, I didn't know. I'm fairly new here, bro. Like, I wasn't there long. I think I only worked there about a month. And he's like, I'm like, you need me to close? You need me to help you close? He's like, yeah, of course. Like, what the hell do you think? And the whole time, my mom was on the other line, listening in to him dissing me, right? And so I'm like, I don't know if I can get there. I don't know if I can get there. I didn't know she was listening in. It's because that's what mothers do. They're stealth, right? There's stealth involved. But anyway, like, he's like, well, you got to find some way to get here. And then my mom's like, I'll take you, Dan. Don't worry. He shut the fuck up because he knew who that was. He had to have known who it was. So I went over there and I'm like, I'm sorry, man. It was an honest mistake. I wasn't trying to screw you. But he was so pissed at me for some reason. He was losing his marbles. Like, and the thing was, when I got there were like 4 or 5 people working there, and they were sitting down. Clearly, they needed my help closing. So I walk in, I look at them, I roll my eyes, and I go to my section and close it up. And, you know, what you do when you close, you just clean the place up, you know, make sure the racks are, you know, organized properly, and everything looks good. You know, you just got to make sure it looks good. And from that, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. So I was in my rack, and then he was in his, and he was hard good as well, but he was on the opposite side of the store. So I'm starting to put stuff on my rack, and then I go to the other side and fix the rack on the other side. And he comes over from his section for whatever and goes to the rack I just finished. And I'm like, whatever, right? Next thing I know, like, you've got, and they were things like, it was just like one of those island racks, you know what I mean, in the center where you walk around it, and it had like tennis balls and, you know, just little accessories that hang on those hooks. And I had straightened everything out, put them where they're supposed to be, things that were put down, you know, that kind of stuff. Next thing I know, he's fucking throwing shit at me. I'm not kidding you. He took the shit off from the rack and threw it at me from over top. And then he came around the corner, threw it like a tennis ball at me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Then he grabs a tennis racket and throws a fucking tennis racket at me. I'm like, oh my fucking God, fuck you, right? I'm losing my mind. I walk out. I was so upset. My brother was waiting for me, picked me up. I broke down. I told him everything that happened. And yeah, and I went to the labor board, and the company fired him because of that. And especially since he was, I was like, I'm 14, bro. You're throwing shit at a 14-year-old, you dumbass. Like, it was pretty dramatic. So that was a pretty shitty job. It was so boring, but you got to start somewhere. God, sorry. I kind of went off there, didn't I? Anyways, oh, I skipped one. I'm sorry, I skipped a question. What are the plans for the DanQ Empire channel on your featured list? You know what? I don't know yet. I wanted to make it kind of a Star Wars exclusive. I mean, we'll see where it goes. It's kind of a backup channel as well, because I didn't say anything, but you know, I didn't, like, there were some things going on with the channel. I was worried I would lose it, so I kind of made it as a backup. Like, we're in the clear now, but it's still there, and I think I still may consider doing stuff with it if it gets enough exposure. It doesn't have enough exposure right now. So if you want to go check it out and you want to see maybe a Star Wars exclusive channel, it's called the DanQ8000 Empire. It's on my channel. Just click the link and go subscribe if you want. It only has a few hundred at the moment, but I I haven't really been mentioning it. So that's that. Let's move on here. Right. Battlefront 2. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look at this. This is a classic. No one's getting the fucking package. You've been around a long time, brother. That's great. Last year I played all the AC games in a row. Wow, you're a tank, bro. I couldn't do that. I'd get kind of bored. Well, no, not really, because I like I said, I played them. If I didn't know the story, I'd probably do the same thing. What was the most complicated part of your YouTube career? I'd say the biggest complication is when you deal with copyright and content ID and copyright strikes. It's such a bitch. And the thing is, you can't talk to a person, even if they're in the wrong. You never talk to a person. It's always an automated machine that fucks you, and you can't do anything about it. It's frustrating as hell. So that's what I hate about it. I don't like content ID, and it's still to this day the most complicated part of running a YouTube channel. What do you think about Halo 5? Kind of indifferent. I felt Halo 4 kind of sucked. So I don't know. My hopes aren't that high for Halo 5, but I'll still play it. No one's getting the fucking package again. People are asking me the same questions over and over. You got to understand there's a huge list of comments, and I have to answer each question as I go through. So I still have like this chunk of comments left, and it'll continue to keep going because people are going to ask me the same questions. So I mean, I said I'd be doing this for 2 hours, but I'm enjoying this, and it's coming on an hour and a half in. So I may do it for an extra hour, maybe do a 3 hour. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'm still feeling pretty good. I may have to run out and get some water. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Bear with me. I'm just going to grab a water bottle. All right, we're back. Getting all sweaty. This leather chair of mine. Okay. By the way, little recommendation, DanQ8000 recommendation. At Walmart, you can get these big-ass jugs of water. They hold 2.2 liters, 74.4 ounces. Basically, this is your daily intake of water. I drink usually one of these a day. So maybe that's why my metabolism is still through the roof. I can eat a fuck ton and not gain any weight. In fact, since I stopped working my physical full-time job last year in November, I haven't gained a pound. I've been the same weight since then. So maybe it has something to do with that. Anyway, enough of that water bottle. Walmart, $5, guys. Or not even, it was like $2. Anyways. I already answered that. Do you watch The Walking Dead? Yes, I do. This is a good question. Have you heard about YouTube making people pay money to use their site? What could this mean for you in your YouTube career? Now, this is what I mean. The reason they're implementing that is because of ad block. Ad block is causing shit to be fucked up. It costs money to run everything. It costs money to run the servers. It costs money to run to pay the employees and all their benefits and all that jargon at Google. And YouTubers, it costs them money. Like all these things cost money that they use to make content. But when people use ad block, it really, really screws things up. And I'm not saying, don't use it. I'll disown you if you use it. I'm not saying you can do what you want. I have no control over you guys. But this is what's happening. YouTube can't afford to keep doing that, or they're getting sick of people using ad block. Therefore, they're going to be like, you want to use our site? Now you have to pay. It's either you have to pay or you have to use the ads. It's not like, it's not you have to pay. That's not what they're doing. It's either ad blocks getting blocked on YouTube where you'll have to watch YouTube ads, or you pay to get none of them. And it's not YouTubers implementing that. It has nothing to do with that. It's Google themselves in their YouTube branch, okay? I just want people to understand that's coming because of ad block. That's what we've been trying to say. But everyone's like, oh, you're just selfish trying to make money. No. It's going to end up screwing yourselves too. So if you use ad block, it causes YouTube to get pissy. And when YouTube gets pissy, everyone's pissy. You know what I mean? Because YouTube, we know, drops the hammer on people. So that's a good question. I do like that question. 1 second. Where was I? You're right. Okay. So here's the thing. If everyone stops using ad block, I don't know if it's going to make a difference. For a long time, YouTube had a bit of a deal with ad block. As long, they had a bit of an allowance thing. That's why it's been unblocked for so long. But YouTube's greedy. They want money. Google wants money. So they don't want people to use ad block. So it won't work on YouTube. I'm sure there'll always be somebody to find a way around it. So it probably won't be the end of it. There's always hackers. There's always somebody who's going to be one step ahead of these guys. They spend all this money putting in these algorithms, and somebody finds a way around it. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like, computers are everywhere. Kids from their house can make a movie, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like, right now, if I have the know-how and the equipment, I can make a goddamn movie, and it'll be in theaters if I'm good enough. I'm just saying, people can do that nowadays. Technology's insane. So these guys have to constantly be updating it. Mind you, I'd rather they do nothing. I'd rather it stay the way it is. That way there's no chance of people piecing out. Because I'm sure some people probably like, I don't watch enough YouTube to really have to care about paying, but I hate watching ads. I don't understand that aspect, because the ads do support that person you're watching directly. So if it's only a couple seconds, and it's not like you're paying anything anyway, you can just skip the ad. Like, usually, like for me especially, I can make videos anywhere from 30 minutes, 40 minutes to an hour. And usually you'd get like if you're watching TV in a 30-minute production, you have 10 minutes worth of ads total on that production, usually. 8 minutes, 9 minutes of ads when you're watching a TV show. And an hour, it's like, it's 20 minutes, so it's double that. But on YouTube, usually the worst case is you start off with a pre-roll that's skippable, so you can skip it after 5 or 6 seconds. Then you got pop-up ads that show up in the middle of the video. So it really does, it's so much better, and it's free content for you. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do is skip through an ad. Skip an ad after a couple seconds. But you know what? I'm not going to go on this topic of ad block and shit. People don't like it. It's a touchy subject. So I'm just going to leave it alone and move on to the next question. What are you planning on calling your subs? I already call you guys Team 8000. You guys are Team 8000 or the DanQ8000 Empire. You guys make up Team 8000. I'm thinking about making some new t-shirts for the store. A new maybe hashtag Team 8000 or something like that. And I might get that and maybe do that for giveaways, give away some shirts to people. You know, something like that I was thinking of doing. So let me know if you think that's a good idea. Already covered that question. Will you go back to KOTOR? Already covered that. See, people keep asking me the same questions. Like, just ask one. Don't keep repeating. Like, I recognize the name. If you're the same person, you keep putting the same question in, I'm going to see it 4 times. So I'm going to answer it once. So just answer it once. I'm scrolling through the comments. So you only have to ask it once. All right. It just goes to show you how fast people are commenting, because this stuff on me commenting stuff that I replied like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Crazy. Already answered that. Are you excited for the new Star Wars movie? Yeah, I am. I mean, it looks a little confusing. And I think it's funny that Harrison Ford's in it, at least for sure. I mean, he's old as hell. He's like, what, 70-something? But I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know, but I am psyched, and I do want to see it really badly. So I don't think you've been paying attention. Dan, please upload more than 4 videos a day. I upload 6 right now. There's videos that go in at midnight and 4 a.m. my time. So technically in a 24-hour period, you get 6 videos. And the thing is, I think that's too much because the people can't catch up that fast. So the views end up getting drowned away. You know what I mean? People get swarmed and they're like, ah, you know what I mean? So I'm doing my best, but you got to understand there are people who hate that too. I get just as many spam comment like saying, post a bunch of videos as I do don't. You know what I mean? So I feel like I've gone in the middle. So instead of doing 15 videos, I do 6. And instead of doing 2 videos, I do 6. You see what I mean? So it's like a hybrid. It's a compromise. So you got to understand there's more than one side of the fence. There's just because you say it, there are other people who say that they don't want that. I got to try and be fair. That's the only reason I do that. What about NBA 2K15? What about it? I've been playing it. I've been posting. I mean, I beat the game months ago now. I've just been trying to get the last few parts up. There's 141 total. They've been getting posted every day, so I don't know what you're talking about. Again, he keeps asking me, dude, you keep asking me the same question. Indiana Jones 1933. Have you read the Star Wars novels? Have you read the Star Wars novels? Have you read the Star Wars novels? Yeah, I already said no. Just answer one time. That's it. Although that's probably an old comment before I touch base on that. Dan, do you ever watch Angry Joe? Actually, funny you mentioned that. Before the stream went live, I just finished watching his Batman Arkham Knight review. I love Angry Joe. I think he's amazing. So, yeah, no, I like him. He's like my go-to guy for reviews. What's your dream vacation? I'd like to do a tour of Europe. I've never been to Europe. I'd like to do a like touch base on all the major countries. Like I'd like to check out Ireland for sure, because well, I'm Irish. I'd like to go drink a pint of Guinness in Ireland. From what I understand, it's phenomenal there. So I'm gonna be doing that. I want to go to the UK, so like England, Scotland. We have friends who live in Scotland. They invited us out to live with them, so we'd only have to we don't have to pay for the plane tickets. It's pretty sweet. I'd like to go to Germany, and this is probably a separate dream vacation. This is something I really, really want to do. I want to go to Germany. I want to rent a car for the entire stay, particularly something German, like maybe an Audi R8. You know, that's one of my favorite cars. Or maybe something like a BMW M3 or something like that. Just rent the car for a week and hit the Autobahn and travel Germany on the Autobahn. That, for me, would be Orgasmatron, okay? I'd love to do that. But also, I'd like to check out France, Italy, Spain. Fuck, man. I'd like to do the whole thing. And you have the train, right? You got the train out there, so it's it's like really, really cheap to travel via train every day. It's like $25 a pass or 25 euros or something. I don't know what it is. But yeah, like to travel that. Like, I'd love to get that done. And I've been on many cruises before. Cruises are a great, cheap, well, not cheap, but they're an affordable way to travel and see many places at once. So I suggest doing a cruise at least once in your lifetime. A lot of fun. Yeah, I'd like to go to Cali because my girlfriend and I are thinking about moving there in like a few years. Just not so much for me, but for her. It would help me as well, but there's so many things. So we want to go there, maybe check out places to live, houses, etc., etc. You know, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things I'd like to do. So, have you ever played Pokemon, and would you plan to play it on your channel? Yes. When I was a kid, those games originally came out on the Game Boy, and yes, I played Pokemon Blue, which was a slightly different version than Red, but it was pretty much the same thing. Yellow and Gold, and then after that I stopped. But I played those religiously, so I don't know if I'd do them for the channel. It's hard to say. Would you ever play GTA 5 again? I don't know. Well, I kind of play GTA Online, but the main story I've already got on my channel, so I don't know. What U.S. city do I live in? I'm not. So people are like, he's not American. He lives in Canada. Edmonton, probably. Canada. That's funny. But yeah, I live in Edmonton, Alberta. I got no problem telling you guys that. I'm pretty open about it. Yeah. Anyway, have you ever visited the U.S.? Many times. Let me bring up a map of the U.S. just so I can see it, because you know, like whenever you see the map, I can tell you where I am based on the states. So let's take a gander, shall we? All right, America. Where in America have we been? All right, so I've been to Washington. I've been to not Seattle, but I've been to Spokane. I've driven through Spokane. I've been to Portland in Oregon. I've been to California a few times. I've been to LA. I've been to Northern California, like the Redwoods. Let's see. I've been to Montana. I don't think I've been to Idaho. No, I've been to Idaho. Like, we did like a camping tour once. So we kind of went through all these states. Never been to Wyoming. Never been to Utah. Never been to Arizona. No. Have I been to Arizona? Maybe in an airport. No, I haven't. Never been to New Mexico. I've been to Texas. I've been in Houston in the airport. That's about it, though. Never been to Oklahoma. Never Kansas. Never Nebraska. Neither North or South Dakota. Never Minnesota. Minnesota. Never there. Not Wisconsin. Not Michigan. Not Iowa. Not Missouri. Not Arkansas. Not Louisiana. Not Mississippi. Not Alabama. Not Georgia. Been to Florida. Been to Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Orlando, many places there. Neither of the Carolinas, North or South. Not Virginia, not Maryland, not Pennsylvania, not Rhode Island. I've been to New York, like New York City. I've been to Connecticut, Greenwich, Connecticut. I've been to Maine. No, I've never been to that. And that's, I think, about it. No, nowhere else. But yeah, I've been to many places in the States. I guess I could have just said yes, but it's more fun this way. Am I right? More fun. Where am I going here? Okay. Do you know multiple languages? No. PT was Silent Hill. Yep, I said that. Are you looking forward to the next episode of Life is Strange? I am. Shit hit the fan last time, you guys remember. No spoilers here, though. But I don't know when it's coming out. I've been checking their Twitter. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Got a bunch of notifications. Let's just go check their page right now. Tweets. Nothing yet. It could be next week. It could be the 21st. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it could be the 14th. It could also be the 21st. We got a few days. There's a lot of things coming out on the Someone's telling me the chat's broken. Keep in mind, I haven't scrolled down yet. Maybe you're wondering why I'm not answering, because I haven't scrolled down. You know what I mean? But I'll answer your question since we're on the topic. Honestly, I barely remember it. I was only there. I was there when I was younger. I think I was maybe 14 or 15 when I was there. Seems fine to me. It's a pretty little town, pretty little city, I should say. Anyway, where was I? But yeah, Life is Strange. Who knows when it'll come out? We'll see. Episode 4. Did you play any older games? Yeah, I try to do that when I can. Like I said, my next one up on the agenda for the older games is the Jedi Knight series. So we'll see from there. See, again, spamming the same question. I still see it. Just saying it multiple times won't make me, because I'm not reading at the bottom. Like where you guys are typing new stuff, I'm not there yet. I'm like I'm mid-range. So I'm going to scroll through. So the more you comment, the longer it'll take. Just so you know. I'm just trying to make it easier on everybody. Holy fuck, it's the same question. Stop spamming questions. Some people are saying that. I didn't say that. But yeah, please don't say the same thing. I will get to it. Who's your favorite Jedi and or Sith Lord? I'd say my favorite Jedi, who'd my favorite Jedi be? Damn, that's a tough question. There's so many different characters over the entire like environment. You know what I mean? The Star Wars universe is huge. Damn, man, I don't know who I'd pick. There's so many. I don't want to say something simple like Luke, because Luke's kind of emo sometimes. Same with Anakin. He's a bit of an emo kid too. That's why he turned to Darth Vader. I don't know if I have a favorite Jedi. I do have favorite Sith, though. Rimjob Rango, best Dark Jedi ever. The Sith Lord Rimjob Rango. Bit of an inside joke there. But no, seriously, I love Darth Vader. I love... oh, God. I had him in my head. Revan's fucking sick. I'm sure, obviously, people know. But yeah, I think those two are my favorite for sure. Sure. Do you ever play games with other YouTubers? Or do walkthroughs of games? Okay, whatever. So I haven't in a while, but Center Strain and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Center Strain 01. He's been, him and I kind of go back and forth. We talk to each other whenever we have an opinion on something. We help each other out with each other's channels. But we've never actually had a chance to do co-op. I suggested it. We were like, I'm like, dude, we got to do co-op soon. He's like, yeah, I agree. And we were watching E3, and then we were watching the Microsoft one, and then they announced the HD re-release of Gears of War. And I'm like, I sent him a tweet. I'm like, Gears of War co-op, yeah? And he's like, fuck yeah. So we're probably going to be doing some Gears of War, the re-release that comes out in August as a co-op. So myself and Center Strain. But yeah, I have done some in the past, but you know, I think it's perfect to go with him because him and I have similar channel sizes. So that's pretty cool. That'll be fun. Are you a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's? I've seen gameplay. I've never actually played it. Why do you upload videos which are half an hour? Well, it says half an hour. I know what you're saying, though. Because that's a good length. A lot of people like the 30-minute uploads. I feel like it's easier to finish a game when you post in bigger chunks. Normally, depending on the game, like this is how I usually tend to upload. Say, for example, I'm playing Call of Duty. And Call of Duty, they have missions, right, with names. I will sort each video by mission, if possible. But if it doesn't, and if it's just like an open world, like Fallout or Batman, I will sort it by like 30-minute parts, sometimes longer. All depends. Like I go into editing, and I see all the videos, and if the 30-minute mark, okay, here's what I do, okay? Say I have a recording session of 5 hours, right? It's 5 hours long. So if I split the 5 hours into 30-minute parts, it will be about 10 videos long. And I'll look at the 30-minute increment and see if it's in the middle of a cutscene or in the middle of a crucial event. If it is, I'll either slide a little bit further to the end, so make the video a little bit longer than 30 minutes, or a little bit shorter than 30 minutes just to get out of that crucial event. That's how I do that. That way it doesn't cut it mid. You know what I mean? That's what I try to do. It's just a good, solid, amount. And otherwise, like I said, if it's sorted by mission, sometimes the missions could be 15 minutes. Sometimes it could be an hour. It all depends. So I like to sort by mission whenever possible. So that's just kind of why I do that. He isn't reading new questions right away. He's reading them all in order. Thanks, Valber. You're doing great. You're being great. Being a what do you call them? You know what? I'm gonna make, because you're doing good work, I'm gonna make you an admin. Oh, apparently not. Won't let me. No! No! What have I done? Oh no! I accidentally clicked off, so I'm completely out of... Oh, I'm behind now. Shit! Oh my lord, man. I accidentally refreshed the page, so I lost all those comments. Shit. Fuck. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So it won't let me scroll back up. So I got to kind of start fresh. Sorry, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I missed it. That was my fault. Whatever, I guess I'll keep going. My apologies if I skipped some of those questions. That was my fault. If you knew where I was and you remember where you asked your question, you can ask it again. I give you permission on that one. If you think where I was kind of thing and you remember where I was, you can re-ask your question. That was my fault. I'm sorry. Anyways, the next question I have. Fuck, that was such a noob move. Anyway, are you getting Windows 10? I've actually registered for it, and you can redeem it whenever you want it. I have Windows 7, and it's a free upgrade. I'm going to wait until the bugs are kind of worked out, but yeah, I'll redeem it when it gets stable, if it's good enough. How long did it take to grow out your beard? This is a funny story, actually. In 2012, I attempted to grow a mustache for November, and it looked ghastly. I shaved it the next day. I was like, ugh. Then, in 2013, I was working at a new job, and I was with my buddy who also had a mustache-ish, and it was well, sort of. And he really encouraged me. My girlfriend's the same. My girlfriend loves my beard. Like, she thinks that's one of my best features, I think. So basically, everyone's like, shave it. Like, the people are like, cut it off. She would kill me, so that's not happening. Sorry. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. But so anyway, I grew it out. I started growing it for November, and it started growing. It took a little bit to get a decent length, but then I started looking. I'm like, wow, it's looking really good. It took a few months to get to a decent length. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy shit, I can actually grow a fucking beard. It was new to me. So, and then every time I trim it or I'd cut it short, it would grow in thicker and thicker and thicker, and it just became a part of who I am. I haven't shaven. Like, I haven't seen my. Okay, I shaved the beard last year. I can't remember when, and I just had mustache and soul patch here, so I kind of look like a pirate. And at that time, I would curl the mustache because I can. If you want to see some pictures of it, obviously it's on Facebook. There's some videos where I have it from last year. It's so funny, but I had some fun with it. But you know what? Like, my beard can get pretty long, but it gets kind of scraggly if I don't maintain it. So I try to shorten it out. Like right now, it's not bad right now, but yeah, it takes less and less time. If I were to shave this all the way off, it would take me, I'd say, about a month to get where it is right now, which isn't that long, really. So, yeah, the more and more you shave, the faster it grows in. Everyone who's unsure, honestly, just shave, shave, shave. If you want to have a beard, constantly shave, and then try it again. If it looks scraggly on the first day, shave, 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 shave. Because really, it's like the lighter end is coming through. So you keep cutting until it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. And then eventually, like when I'm 10 years from now, this thing will be so huge, I guarantee it, because it's been cut so much, right? So it gets thicker and thicker. So people were all like, oh, I can't grow a beard or I can't grow a mustache. Just keep shaving. Trust me. Don't be down in your dumps, because I thought the same way too. And I didn't even know I could do this. I'm the only one in my immediate family that can grow a beard like this. I don't know what it was. And my dad doesn't have much facial hair. So I'm like, thanks, Ma. And I just tease her. Thanks, Ma. Anyways. Let's see. Oh dear. Anyway, let's not go that. The chances of my comment being answered is very low. Why do you think that? I said I was going through a scroll, but you didn't answer a question there. Unless, of course, it was earlier. In that case, I apologize. Did you like the Predator DLC, or was it lame? It's just another character. Like I said, the combat pack came with my collector's edition. I wanted the statue back there. You can see him on the middle shelf. It looks like Aiden Pierce pointing a gun at Scorpion. It's not very nice of him, but yeah. And it came with it, and I enjoy trying out new characters, and I'm a huge fan of Predator and Alien. I love those two genres, more so Alien. I'm more of an Alien fan than Predator, but I do like Predator as well. So that was kind of cool to try him out. Not my favorite character out of the new DLC ones. I think Jason was, because he's quite the powerhouse, but I didn't think it was lame. I mean, I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did. The chat is fine. Like, as in, like, ooh, you're fine. Chat is some fine. That's some fine chat ass there, girl. That's some fine chat, right? I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. And I'm not even going to bother reading that because that's fucked up. Anywho's. What are your thoughts? It's hard to get a visa for US and Canada, especially for people from Europe. So I had heard, now normally from what I understood, Canada was pretty easy to get into. We're pretty open arms. But I heard a story recently where this individual from the UK, he was from England, he had a girlfriend here in Canada. Actually, he was from somewhere, I think she lived in BC. And they were actually planning on moving to my city in Edmonton to start a business together. And they were looking at houses and everything, getting ready for a move. And he was on a, what do you call it? A tourist visa. He had a tourist visa, and he had gone to BC, and he was helping his girlfriend pack, like, get her stuff together and pack. And so they had to go down to the States for some reason. I don't know why, but then they came back up from the States, and at the border check, the Canadian guy saw pictures because they were taking pictures. They're a couple. What the fuck, right? They're taking pictures, and he was like fixing something, or he was hanging something up, or taking a picture down. I think he was taking a picture down. And they said he has a week to get the fuck out of Canada and go back home because he was technically working and he has a tourist visa, and basically he took that job away from a Canadian. What? Are you fucking kidding me? So you're saying, okay, let me get an example here. Let's see. What's a good example? Good example. Here we go. Okay, watch this, guys. Okay, so this chair is in the wrong spot. Say I'm not from Canada right now, okay? Get the fuck home, you asshole. That's the kind of shit he did. Like, you can help somebody move, and they make a big fucking like spiel about it, and they I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that sounds so un-Canadian. But to be honest, we have a pretty large issue with our government right now. It's becoming kind of fucked up. There's a lot of, like, in politics right now, there's a lot of drama and BS and everything. So I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. It's not the Canadian way. So I understand it's tough, and that's lame as hell. I feel bad for you guys because that shouldn't be the case. Like, we're like an arms wide open thing. You know what I mean? But I mean, obviously we can't be too wide open or else people are going to start, doing crazy shit. But you know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't, like, that guy didn't even do anything. That's like him taking this coffee cup and throwing it in the garbage for me, and now he's got to go home because he did a favor for me. Like, fuck off, I couldn't believe that. But anyways, let's keep going. What are you excited about at E3? Are you excited about South Park Fractured Butthole? And it's so funny. The more I thought about that name, it's a fractured butthole. But it's whole, like, it's fractured, but it's whole. You know what I mean? That's what they're meaning, but it's a pun, so it's funny. But that looks so fun. I love the last South Park RPG. So hilarious. But yeah, so I'm excited for it. But at E3, like I said, there was a ton of great games. I'm looking forward to Doom, looking forward to Fallout, a whole lot of games I'm excited for. So, Hitman, new Deus Ex, a lot of stuff that I really enjoy is coming out. So that's kind of a thing. Have you ever been camping? Oh my God, man. I come from a family where camping is a weekend thing. Every weekend in the summer, my parents pretty much go camping, and they bring us with us. The thing is, because we went so much, I fucking can't stand it now. It drives me crazy. I don't like camping. I don't like the outdoors anymore. I mean, I do. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like chilling outside, like having a barbecue, but I need to be nearby technology. Does that make sense? I'm not a slave to my technology, but I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Like, as a kid, I loved camping. It was always so much fun. But things change. You know what I mean? Things seem to change. So, whatevs. Let's keep going. Already answered that. Jedi Knight! Yeah, hopefully I'll have some time to start that this summer. If not, it'll have to wait a little bit longer. So, hopefully I can. Okay. Have you ever smoked? No, never smoked a day in my life. Say my name. Say my name. We played a new South Park. Yeah, okay. Will you do a face cam on the new Life is Strange? I don't know. I was debating that, to be honest, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. Do you think Telltale's Tales? What? Oh, I see. Do you think Telltale's Tales from the Borderlands will end up being better than Walking Dead Season 1? I don't think so, but that was an amazing season. I mean, see, it's better than season 2. Season 2 I thought was kind of dull. I was actually kind of surprised. It was not very interesting in my opinion. Season 2 of The Walking Dead, that is. Ah, my ears are all weird and poppy for some reason. Okay. Christoph. There's a man named Christoph. It's okay, man. Volbright, I can answer a lot of the questions like that. That's why I'm here. Don't worry. But anyway. Will you ever do Terraria? Probably not. It didn't look that interesting to me. Hey, Dan, will you do gameplay on God of War 3 on PS4 and Uncharted 1 to 3 on PS4? So what he's talking about is the re-releases. God of War 3 re-release comes out this Tuesday on the 14th. I don't really want to do that. And Uncharted 1 to 3, honestly, no. I've already got 1 to. I already did Uncharted 3. I have 1 and 2 on PS3 already. But I don't want to do a Let's Play at that time because it's getting into clusterfuck season, you know, gaming season where there's a ton of new games to play. It would just fuck me over. What? Who is your fave sex position? Pause this hand. Pause this hand. Pause this hand. That sounds German. Pause this hand. Sex pause this hand. Who's your favorite sex pause this hand? I don't know. Cowgirl, I guess. Sure. You get a good view. You know, you get a good view. I remember you replied to my message on YouTube. Memories. Yeah, the YouTube inbox is all fucked up. And honestly, it's so hidden. You try to send someone a message, they have to remember. Like, there's no notifications page. And, oh, it's stupid, man. You have to go into dashboard, and then you have to go to my video manager or something, and then you hit it. Or no. You go to dashboard, you hit community, and then you go to inbox from there. There's no notifications anywhere else. You just have to remember. And it's funny because I get offers like, here's a game code. We want you to play this game. Will you play this game for us? Blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that all the time in there. So it's kind of a silly system. So anyway. Yeah, so Volber, don't like, I don't need you to answer the questions for me. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell them, because that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? So I understand these are older comments now, but just for future reference, I appreciate you moderating a bit, but don't answer the questions for them. Anyway, I answered this, but I'm going to reiterate it. Which one do you like more, Predator or Alien? I love Alien. I don't know what it is. I'm just a huge Alien fan. I love watching the films. I'll usually like sit down and watch all 4. But my favorite is obviously the first 2. The first 2 are the best. Third one is kind of meh. I prefer because they brought a bunch of CGI in the third one. It didn't look that good. But the fourth one's a little bit better. But first 2 definitely are my faves. I remember Rimjob Rango. Will you play No Man's Sky? I was asked kind of about that. I don't really know. I don't know the point of the game. Like, so far, the game's point doesn't make sense. It's just like, go wherever you want. Explore. You know what I mean? Like, sounds neat, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, I want more information. Fucking weird people, man. There's some weird-ass people. Anyway, sorry, I'm just kind of reading some of these comments. I'm not going to say that sentence. Will you play Black Ops 3 Zombies? Maybe. I thought Zombies was always kind of boring. I know people are like, you're crazy. I don't know. Zombie games get repetitive, man. You kind of have to agree with me. It's just mindless killing. It's like a constant horde mode. I like having a point other than just sitting there to survive. You know what I mean? I know there's stages and shit, but I don't know. Do you ever want to get a tattoo? I have 2, bro. 1. And this one's kind of hard to show, but there you go. Aperture Science. And actually, yeah, I plan on getting another one in the future fairly soon. I'm getting a full sleeve here on my left arm. It's going to be Star Wars themed. It's going to be fucking sick. Going over some ideas in my head. But, yeah. And you had another question. What did you say? Or was it? I think I skipped some. I already answered that question. Will you play Saints Row 4? I did. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, go to the search option. I showed it earlier in the stream. Just use the search option or just type at the top of the page, and you can see what games I've done, if you're curious. New Batman vs. Superman trailer just released. Cool. Okay, no. Oh, my God. Well, let me find something. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of going through it. Oh, okay, he got it. I just wanted to make sure, just so I didn't repeat it. Sorry, Dan. All good, bro. Just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Na, 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 na. Damn it, where was I? I kind of lost my spot. Shit, I'm sorry. I lost my spot. One second. I'm going to make this amigo. There you go. It's been official. Where the fuck? Oh my God, I totally lost myself. Where the fuck was I? Let's go to the top. Let's go to the top. I must have missed a lot. Okay, yeah. Wow, you guys comment very fast. It's easy to get caught up in this shit. I may start like skimming, you know, and being a little quicker. Do you read comics? Not overly. Okay, sorry, bro. There's some people being mean. Wow. Alrighty. Well, not meanies, but asking pretty fucked up questions, so I have to get rid of that. What the fuck is going on? I dare you to sing Let It Go on the stream. Okay. I don't know the words, but let me see. I got my phone here. I could probably bring it up. It's probably, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do part of it anyway. Because I'm a big man, and I got nothing to be feared of. I got nothing to be scared of. None to be scared of. Let it go. Sing along. Sing along. Sing along. Sing along. For the kiddies. Sing along. Well, that's long. Sing along. Sing along. Stupid ads. Let me skip. Just kidding. They support people. Here we go, people. We're going to be singing. Sing along with me. Glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation. I say it better. Looks like I'm the queen. Wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I tried. I'm better than you, girl. I stand. What they're going to say. What? Never bothered me anyway. All right. Yes. Yes. Dare completed. That's right. Anyways. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I had to do that. That was fucking hilarious. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna answer this question. Dan, do you know a fix for me? Because I can never view 60 frames per second vids. It lags a lot. Probably because your internet's not fast enough. A lot of people can't support 60 frames just because of that. But yeah, no, that honestly, it works fine for people, a lot of people, but you need to have a quick internet to support that. Anyway. Why don't you play The Crew? I don't know. I just kind of fell out of it, and I didn't really feel like it at the time. And it wasn't a very good game from what I understood. Pretty generic. Have you considered playing Alien vs. Predator? Yes, I have, actually, on touching back on that. What am I trying to say? There's a few Alien vs. Predator games. There's a couple old ones. It might be something to consider for the future. But at the moment, I want to do, if anything, I want to do the I'm raid balling accidentally. Look at this raid ball action. Spinning it, dunking on some bitches. But right now, I got to do I want to do the Jedi Knight thing first. So anyway. Well, fuck, he needs to get back to his comments. Dan, what do you think about Ubisoft's cinematic 30 FPS? Fuck that shit. Just kidding. It's pretty standard. I'm indifferent. As long as the gameplay is really 60 frames, that's really all I care about. Already been asked that. Walking Dead Season 6 opinions. I don't know. A lot of shit went down at the end of the season. I'm not going to say anything because it's spoilers, but I feel like I love watching Walking Dead, but I feel like they need to do something with it, kind of end it, because they can continue it forever. They're like, 1 minute they're in a prison, 1 minute they're in a nursery home, 1 minute they're in a toy store, and that's where they're camping out, and then somebody kills this guy, and this person blows this up, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So really, it's entertaining. I do enjoy it, but I'm sure you understand what I mean, I already been asked that. The people got to listen. I already tell them. I answered the questions. Don't smoke. No. Already asked that. Answered that. What TV shows do I watch? Okay, that's a good one. You know what? I watch a lot of everything. I'm caught up on all the stuff. In terms of new stuff, Walking Dead, I just mentioned. We finished. My girlfriend and I were watching Orange is the New Black for a bit. We're all caught up on that one as well. Season 3's done. What else is it? In terms of new stuff, we watch old shows too. Like lately, we just started watching Firefly. I'd never seen it, but it actually is quite interesting. So we're getting started on that. There's a lot of TV shows that we watch, like Family Guy and that kind of stuff. But mainly, lately we're more into movies. We're watching movies right now, whatever movie we can think of at the time. I don't play Fire Emblem. Have you thought of getting or using the Oculus Rift? Yes, actually. I would like to, but I don't want to get the developer kit. I want to get it when it's official, and I'd like to try it out from there. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, this is an interesting opinion, a question. I actually do want to answer it because I feel like this is a good place to do it. And this is where the comments are going to be like, whoa, what? I don't know if that's true. Some people are probably like, who the fuck is that, right? I'm going to get your, okay, I'm going to answer this question. What are your opinions on DSP gaming? Or Darkside Phil Burnell? Okay, a little bit of backstory on this. I used to watch him from like 2009 to like 2012-ish, and not hardcore. Like I wouldn't watch everything that he put out, but certain series that I found entertaining, from time to time. But you know what? I find more entertainment in seeing videos that people make on his flaws. And the reason I see that, I'm like, holy fuck, man, how can this one person be so blind to what you're doing with your channel, how you're literally wiping your ass with your subscribers' faces, and it's just unbelievable. And it just burns, man. It's unfortunate because I used to like him, I used to enjoy his stuff, but then the more and more I looked at this stuff, the more I realized how much of a dick he is. Like, seriously, he's a fucking... I don't even want to go too much into it because this isn't like supposed to be a hate thing on it. But it's a question. I'm asking the question. And I think one of his biggest problems, his biggest faults, and I don't want to make it personal. Like, I feel like he has like ups and downs. You know, I hear different things. Like, and the thing is, you don't actually have to be a subscriber of him to know who he is anymore. You know what I mean? Like, let's look at Das Bullshit. I love that guy. He's got the Gmod Idiot box, and he included a new series where he parodied Phil. And you know, and told him how Let's Play is and how Phil like disrespects the Let's Play community, you know, and he kind of and like, you know, and now Phil's bullshit's kind of gone more mainstream. So it's interesting to see other people's opinions on him. I try not to get involved in all the bullshit, you know what I mean? Because then it's just like dramatic crap all over the place. But it's upsetting to see someone who was once an entertainer of yours to just kind of fuck himself over as much as he has. So unfortunately, that's my opinions on it. One thing I will say, I find his girlfriend to be such a fucking cunt. I'm sorry. I don't like insulting people behind their backs and shit, but oh my fuck. She will single-handedly fuck up his career, even more so than him. Like, if it weren't for her, he probably wouldn't be as shitty. I'm just saying, I fucking can't stand her. Does fucking nothing. Does nothing. Dude pays for the whole thing, like everything in sight, pays for fucking everything, and she has the nerve to bitch about him saying, "Well, who cooks the dinners? Bitch, you fucking should cook the dinner." I'm sorry, let's not dwell. You know, you don't work, so you should at least clean and cook, not just sit on your fucking ass while he supports everything. But let's move on. I don't want to start some bullshit here. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that, but. I don't like doing that, but it's a question. I did want to address it. Okay. Which game deserves a reboot? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. HD. I would jerk off on that game. Just kidding. But no, I would love to see that. I really would. Already answered that question. Already answered that question. Already answered that question. What's your favorite band? That's a decent question, I guess. There's quite a few. There are a couple of bands that I really like. You know, they're the kind of bands where, because everyone has a band that they like, but then everyone also has a band that they know every single song, word for word. And those two bands for me are System of a Down and Breaking Benjamin. Those two are my favorites. I like a ton of other bands, but those guys, you can give me a song, I will sing it for you. And people tell me, for like all my friends, my family, they say, Dan, you probably have, like, I don't know which side of your brain is considered to be the creative, and then the other side is like the, whatchamacallit, the entertainment one or whatever, or not the entertainment, the math and the you know, I feel like I think it's the right side of the brain that has all that creativity shit in it, because I have so many songs up here logged in. Everyone's like, how do you know so many? You know every song that comes on. I'm like, I like music, man. I love singing. It makes you feel good. It makes you happy. You know what I mean? When you get a good song that you really, really like, and it's such a great feeling. And I love to sing to a song that I really like. And people say, stop singing. And I'm like, why? I'm happy. You want me to be angry and be all, fuck this. I hate this. This game sucks my dick. You know, if I'm singing, that's a good sign. That's how you know I'm happy at the moment. Anyway, let's move on. This is a good question. What tips do you have for someone who wants to start on YouTube? Well, I mentioned this earlier, but if you want to start on YouTube, do it for the love of video creation. If you're just making them for fun, that's a great start and you're loving it. You don't need money. Do it. And good things will come that way. You know what I mean? So I think that's a great idea. I think the best bet is try and find something that makes you stand out from someone else. Become a personality. Because you have channels who just post raw gameplay, right? And they upload it early and they do trickery. And I think that's just a smack on your subscriber's face. For example, when you what's the word? When you forgive me, I'm losing my train of thought. Fuck. What was the question? Let me look at the question again. Right. Do I still remember the question? Fuck! Oh my god, I can't remember what I was going to say. Right, okay, sorry. Because these guys, a lot of the guys who post just straight up gameplay, they use trickery, and they'll be like, oh, part 1, epic walkthrough, full game, and it ends up just being a developer commentary. That's like saying, fuck you, give me money. That's how you know those guys are strictly about giving money. That's all they want from you. But like, if you have to falsely lead your subscribers, you don't give a shit about them, and then people run to them for gameplay, and I think it's so upsetting. You know what I mean? I'm not jealous of their of popularity or anything. I just think it's disrespectful, and these people who watch them are being taken for granted, and these guys don't realize what they're doing to them, what these channels are doing to them, and they don't care that you're there. They won't reply to your comments. They won't talk to you on Twitter or Facebook or anything like a lot of other YouTubers do. And I don't get that, but I think you should be as down to earth as you can. That's what I try to do anyway. Make the original try and make yourself unique, because there's so many channels now, especially now, that they all give the same thing. You know what I mean? Like they're all the same thing, and it's one person going, oh, okay, I'm gonna see what's in this box. Oh, this box has some loot in it. You know, this is kind of neat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look, someone donated. Okay. Etc. etc. You know, like try and be unique, try and be fun. Be like, I feel like, okay, I'm sure I have some form of ADD, I think. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think so, but I'm just a really naturally happy person. Especially when I get caffeine in me, that really helps. And I get all peppy and I start singing and making jokes. And when you can make jokes, like I'm good at improv. You know, like when I see something situational improv. So I see something, I can make a joke out of it. That's why I love playing Fallout, because Fallout has so much of that situational stuff where you can have fun with it. And I can really just speak my mind and talk about stories and things when I'm walking from point A to point B. And so I feel like you get the best of Dan when I'm playing an RPG like that. You know, like a Fallout or a Mass Effect or something of that nature that I'm really, really enjoying. So you get the best of both worlds. You have to really, really enjoy it. So that's what I can tell you. Enjoy, make something creative, set yourself out from other people, and yeah, and the rest will come. That's all I can really tell you. How do you keep your commentary fresh? I don't know. I just kind of just do what I want to say and have fun while I'm doing it. Like I said, when a fun game comes up and I'm really enjoying myself, I get more creative. So it's just how I am, I guess. What games do you want a sequel to? There's quite a few games I would like to see a sequel to, but you know what? If I can't think of any, probably doesn't need one. See what I mean? How come you don't play with your brother? To be honest, I'm not going to get too much into this because we're kind of at a rough patch, but that's all I'm going to say. We haven't really been talking that much, but that's probably a big reason. So anyway, we're just going to leave it at that. I already talked about the new Mass Effect game. No, I have not. I will be playing that. We don't know too much about it, but it's supposed to be coming out in 2016, end of like fall 2016, I think it said. I'm not sure. Should be cool. I already answered this question. I know you were here from the beginning too. Will you play the tell Minecraft story mode? I already said I was going to do that. Are you going to play Telltale's Game of Thrones? No, I don't like Game of Thrones. I find that boring. Will you play Far Cry 4? Again, it's the same guy. Oh my gosh. Just use the search option. If you're not sure if I played a game, please just search it. Oh my goodness. It's annoying. Just saying that. If you don't know what I've done, search it on my channel or in the search description. Just say DanQ8000 space, whatever game you're curious about. Because people say, you should play this game when I've already done it and everything of it. So like they're wondering like why I can't watch it when you could go watch it immediately. You know what I mean? Anyways. Fucking, I already did this. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Bulber, you're still answering some questions, bro. Let me do it. Trust me. This is Ask DanQ, not Ask Bulber. I'm respectfully asking you to not tell people all the answers. What's your favorite Telltale game? Well, I have to say Walking Dead Season 1, for sure. What's the ETA on the next Fallout New Vegas? Actually, it's coming out. I uploaded it for today. What time will it be? 8. What did I say it was? 8, 12. So it'll be going live in little under 2 hours from now, the first one. And then so whatever time frame you are right now, it'll be about 2 hours, and then 6 hours for the next one after that. So there's 2 more coming in the evening. So after you're done this, it'll be good. Will you plan on playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst? Yes, looks pretty fun. Who's your favorite superstar and diva? I haven't watched WWE since 2013. It got kind of old, and their storylines are kind of shitty right now. But if you mean of all time, like I could tell you of all time, I have two on the top: Stone Cold and The Rock, two favorites by far. And divas, I'd have to go with Lita or Trish Stratus. Those divas were fucking good. Like they actually could kick ass. You know what I mean? Already answered that question. I swear, like, hold on. How do I feel living in Canada with the rich history in wrestling? You know what? There are a fuck ton of wrestlers that come from Canada. It's pretty cool because, like I said, I'm from Edmonton, and Bret Hart, he's from Calgary, which is 3 hours south of me. And I've actually seen Bret Hart. I've met Bret Hart. He's a cool dude. I've actually seen him in a play, believe it or not. It was hilarious. I remember my mom, when I was younger, she wanted to go to see the Aladdin play. And it was like a comedy thing. And he played the genie. It was so funny seeing big Bret Hart. And he can't act for shit, but it was so funny, you know? So I really like him, and I think it's cool that a lot of these wrestlers come from so close to me, you know? And I've actually met a few, and they're super nice people. Like all the wrestlers, even if they play heels, they're really nice people, and it's cool to actually meet them. This is a good question. Are you more excited for Fallout 4 or Battlefront? It's so tough to say, but I think Fallout 4 by a little bit because it's been so long since the last. But same thing with Battlefront too. I don't know. I'm just looking for a new question. Got a lot of repeats. No, I'm not saying that. Oh my God, you're sick fuck. Like people are like, say this disgusting shit. No, I'm not saying that. God. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking for something new here. I already answered that. Oh my God. Sorry, bear with me, y'all. See, the thing is, these people ask their questions, and they've been in here the whole time, and I remember going on like 5-minute spiels on it, and they're still asking the question. You guys got to listen, not just like spam your question in the comments. Like listen to what I'm saying. Get your question off and then listen. If you have a new question, go ahead and ask it. But you don't have to ask it like 6 times. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying it'll just get your question answered quicker. Oh, okay. Are you going to watch Fear the Walking Dead when it premieres? I don't know. Like, that's a good question. I don't know if it'll be a good spinoff or not. I might try it out. But yeah, we'll have to see when it comes out. And are you going to continue playing Skate 3 Hardcore? I still have one video that I had completed from way back when that I want to post, but I want to do it at the right time. And I'll end up finishing it, but that one is so back burner, man. Like the stove isn't even on, kind of back burner. So just to keep that in mind, I'm not going to quit that, but it's kind of like the Old Republic kind of situation at the moment. See, again, asking this question, I answered. Like, God. And they keep like I'm not skipping your questions. I'm going over like if it's been said already, you know, I can't. I understand some people join a little bit later. Like I'm at 171 people now at the moment. And I know some people are like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, already asked that. Oh, this is new. What's your favorite statue that you have? So out of my collectibles, that's a good one. I've never thought of that. Let me just take a peek. I'll let you guys see a little bit better. If you could see this, I'm sure you can. Let me just like scroll up. Yeah, you can get most of them. Sorry, I don't want to move the camera too much, but there's like I have my Assassin's Creed ones at the top. Then I have my smaller figurines at the bottom on the shelf below it, so they're a lot shorter. I have a Portal shelf, which you can just see. The stuff above it you can't see. Then I have my newer stuff. So I have Order 1886, Far Cry 4, Mortal Kombat X, Watch Dogs, and then I have my Batman shelf where I have Batman from Arkham Knight. That's from or Injustice: Gods Among Us. Then we have Batman Origins, Gears of War, you know, Uncharted 3, Tomb Raider, and Max Payne 3. I think out of all of them, I think my favorite, in terms of statue, I think the best looking one. That's a tough question, actually. I don't know which one's my favorite. I really like the detail. Like this shelf, these ones have some serious details. You can't really tell right now because I'm using the webcam, but I love my Portal theme shop. I love my Aperture Science gun. I think that's fantastic. The Portal gun, brilliant. And I got a companion cube, and I have Atlas and Peabody figurines there. So, like, I think those are my favorite because I love Portal. Hell, fuck, I got a tattoo for it. So, yeah, I'd probably go with one of those. But the new Batman, the Batman ones look really detailed as well. But I'm always looking to add to the collection. So, anyway, hope that answers your questions. What are your thoughts on VR? So virtual reality. It's getting pretty decent. I feel I haven't really tried any of the new headsets. I'd like to. They have some made for your phone now, so that's kind of cool, and I'd like to give those a try or something of the nature. But the problem is I can't really show you guys any of that. You know what I mean? It's all done. I mean, I guess you can kind of record it, but it wouldn't be the same. So we'll see. I think it's making some good strides, though. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking for something new. What's your favorite dinosaur? That's interesting. You know what? I'm sure some people have seen Jurassic World by now. I think I love the raptor, Velociraptor. They're so cool. They're so intelligent. But that new Indominus Rex, man, is so cool looking. I don't know. I mean, and then there's the mighty T-Rex. I mean, I like dinosaurs. I think they're really cool to learn about. But I think raptors are probably on the top. They're so cool, and they're super dangerous. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get the mighty T-Rex and the Indominus Rex. Pretty sick, man. They look sick as hell. So anyway, hope that kind of answers that. How many hours does it take to get from Toronto to Edmonton? Like what, by plane or driving? Driving would take you a couple days, but by plane, I think it's about 4 hours. 4 hours, something like that. Play the Mad Max, new Mad Max, yeah. If you guys want to know if I'm playing a game or not, that's kind of upcoming in the near future, go to my channel and click the About tab. It's next to the little search icon, and I have an upcoming projects list. And if it's not on there, it either doesn't have a release date or I don't have enough characters left in the About section. You know what I mean? I post it when it's got a definitive release date and only then. So that's all. Like, if we know, like, if it says it's coming out in July, I will count that. But if it says it's like to be announced 2016, I won't put that on yet. You know what I mean? Because things can change so quickly. Abusing chairs. God, these comments must be from ages ago. Get the fuck home, asshole. I am home. It's cozy home. It's Saturday. It's cozy home. Do you eat kimchi? Interesting question. I actually literally go to my Instagram at DanQ8000 and go 5 pictures into the one with myself, my girlfriend, and my friend Mitch. And there's graffiti on the walls and the table. That's a pizza place that we go to. It's run by these Korean guys, and it's like a Korean American fusion. So like you can get the regular pizzas, you can get bulgogi pizza, which is so good, and you can get a kimchi pizza. And we had the kimchi pizza on that night. So yes, I did. It's actually pretty good. I like a lot of different types of foods. Like there's some food, like as I got older, I found I'm more experimental with what I eat. Like, for example, I've never been a huge sushi fan, but now I really, really like it. I tried octopus and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. And I'm really open to trying these things because you never get a chance. And food is huge, man. It's like such a huge thing in culture, and you got to try it when you go there. So yes, I eat kimchi. Not often, but from time to time. Too many conservatives in the Canadian government. That's probably why, from an old thing. You are right about that, sir. We got to get this motherfucker out of the government. He's a fucking idiot. What about Sims 4? I already played that. I played the expansions. There's a new stuff pack or whatever, game pack they call it, coming out on the 14th. But I don't know. Sims 4 keeps kind of dull. And the problem is, since I got my new PC, if you guys remember, my hard drive was one of the things that bricked on my old PC. and I don't have any game saves, and Sims 4 does not support cloud saving. So all my original games aren't in there anymore. I'd have to start fresh, which is doable. I'm not mad about that, but, you know. Will you ever play? Oh, ask that one. Oh, that's what that is. Free game Rocket League is soccer, but you use cars to do it. Right. I saw about that. Looks hilarious. Could be fun. They do that on they did that on Top Gear a few times. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. But you were here when I was asked that question. More of the same question. Holy shit. You ever eaten alligator? Yes, actually I have. I had it on like barbecued on a stick or whatever. You know, like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like it's like a shish kebab. I have had it. It is actually really good. You like Cajun that bastard with the right amount of spices. It's pretty good. I have had it. There's a couple of South cuisine restaurants in the city, like Louisiana style, and yeah, we had them there. They're so good. You aren't wrong about that, sir. Sorry, just looking for new stuff. Look, everyone's like, there's spam. Have patience. I'll get to your question. Dan, do you like Chinese food? I do. Like I said, just mentioned before, I like all sorts of different types of food. Indian food is good, but it makes me sick. Not like you know, like digestively. It's so rich. It is good, but like that's one of the things I can't eat because well, let's just say Mr. Toilet gets a good workout. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave you with that image. Oh man. You know what? Okay, let me see. Will you be playing Dishonored 2? Yes, I will. Have you ever heard of Nox and are you talking is it called 13, the game? Like 13? Like isn't that based off a movie? I've never played those. I think I've heard of them. Not Nox though. Are you excited for Tom Clancy's The Division? It looks pretty cool, but Ubisoft is all trickery with their gameplay. They said all of what you saw was actual gameplay this year, but we'll see. Dude, okay, no. Since you didn't say my last one, well, that's simple. There we go. People with these sick fucking questions, man. Really fucked up. Or not even questions, just like say this. What other languages do you speak? Okay, right now I only speak English. You kind of get taught French, so I can kind of understand a teeny tiny bit of a few words in French. Not enough to really get by. I know a little bit of German, teeny tiny bit as well, because my mom can speak German fairly fluently. She taught me a little bit when I was a kid, but not many. I would like to learn French for the fact that I live in Canada, and being multilingual with the two languages of the country would be very good. And not only that, but if you know French, you could pretty much speak Spanish, and they're very similar languages. And German just because of my heritage. But what I understand, German is fucking hard to learn. My girlfriend can speak more German than I can because she took a course for it. And she's like, it's hard. So I'm like, I'll take your word for it. But I can read it. Like I'm good at looking at a word in a different language. Not necessarily like not Russian or Ukrainian or anything like that. Those characters confuse the living piss out of me. But like words that use kind of the North American alphabet, or the not just North American, but the English kind of alphabet. Those languages I can get, and I can read them decently, if that makes any sense at all. So hopefully it does. What car do you have? I currently have a 2012 Jetta. You can check it out on my Instagram. I post quite a few pictures of it whenever I can. It is custom. I've replaced. I've done things to it. I've been looking to get performance upgrades, but the problem is with the damn car is the engine I have is they're not making it anymore, which is a cunt because they only brought it in recently and then they're discontinuing it. So they're like, VW is just like, boom, right? So I'm thinking about trading it in. I'm going to the dealer. I posted a picture on Instagram as well about maybe upgrading to the GTI. But I also want to look at the GLI because I do like the Jetta still, and the GLI is the Jetta version of the GTI. So I still want to look at it, but the thing is, I've done so much to it. I've had this car for 3 years. It's like you can't you develop a relationship as a petrol head with your vehicle, and you just don't want to let it go. So we'll see. Why do you frequently stroke your beard? Because I can. When you think deeply into thought, like, okay, I do this because sometimes the hairs kind of tickle your lips, so I just get them out of the way. But when you do this, you become a more when you do it. Trust me, grow a beard, you'll see what I mean. You'll be doing this way more often. When you think of stuff, you're just like, Trust me, your IQ goes up by at least 10 points when you get a beard and you stroke the beard like this. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Volber, you're still answering people's questions for them. Like, you got to stop doing that, man. I'm serious. Like, that's why I'm here. I've said it like 4 times. And please stop answering people's questions. I understand the ones that where I've already been asked. That's fine. But when I haven't even gotten to them yet, you know what I mean? Like, because you're seeing a slight delay, but don't answer new questions for them. Like, it's kind of annoying, dude. Like, I'm just saying. Like, this is an Ask DanQ. That's like the 3rd time I've had to tell you, so. I'm saying I'm asking you again nicely. Please stop asking new questions for them. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway. God, there are a lot of repetitive questions. Like, okay, here's one. Will you play Lego Dimensions? I don't think so. It's like Lego's answer to Skylanders, and honestly, Lego gameplay gets so repetitive, man. Like, I don't think I'm going to bother. It's going to be an expensive venture just to get characters, so probably not. What happened to your Hitman Blood Money series? Remember how I said my channel got in trouble? That was the reason. So unfortunately, Hitman Blood Money's gone from the channel. I know it sucks. I don't want to go too much into why, but it's kind of hard to explain. But I might have to redo it. But again, you're not crazy. It is gone. It's unfortunately that was one of my best series, but it had to be gone. Otherwise, I could have lost my channel. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to open that up again. I don't want to go into that. It's a very stressful time for me the last month. It happened. I think last month it happened. Anyway, what happened? Oh, no. I just answered that. How many girlfriends have you had? Geez. I've had a few. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 6. Something like that. 6. I don't remember. That water jug, though. Yeah, the water jug. Like I said, man, get it at Walmart for like $2. It's great. I can't believe this hasn't been asked yet. How old am I? I'm 24. If you want to be like a little kid, you know, a kid who's like, I'm 24 and a half. Yeah. So my birthday's January 4th. So, yeah. That's great. The one thing I'm looking forward to the most about turning 25 is my insurance goes down because you're no longer considered a young driver. You're not a liability anymore. So that's fun stuff for me. Oh, you know what I mean. Stupid Google. I'm just looking at my stream. It's kind of the stream unfortunately drops the frame rate sometimes. So I apologize if it looks like shit. For me, it's smooth as hell. It's smooth. Like I'm seeing no glitchy glatches or whatever you want to call it. So maybe it's just how mine is, but whatevs. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh my gosh. If you were given a team of game developers and you were making a game, how would you make it like the approach? Like, would there be a large gap or a small time gap? I'm not sure I fully understand. I think I'd probably take as much time as I can because I know nothing about developing games. I've tried programming before, and it's fucking hard, man. It's so difficult. So I probably wouldn't even bother with that. I'll let the pros do it. What do you think happened to Kenny at the end of Walking Dead Season 2? Spoilers, I don't know. We'll see. If there's a Season 3, which I think they're doing, we'll see. Okay, here we go. Another man after my heart. Tequila, scotch, whiskey, vodka, or other. Okay, in terms of the other, I'm more of a beer guy, but when it comes to that, scotch or whiskey. I don't like tequila, and vodka's like in everything. So, like, I like drinking like things with scotch in it, and well, no, I like drinking straight scotch. My I guess my father-in-law technically kind of, since we're common like that, but my girlfriend's dad, he loves scotch, and whenever, you know, I'll drink scotch with him, you know, from time to time. Whiskey, I do like whiskey drinks, and I'll do shots of whiskey too. I do like that, you know, heavier kind of drink. I can handle it, so. Facepalm for some reason. When will you play Game of Thrones? I'm not playing it. God, people ask such fucked up things, man. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. Just people really ask fucked shit. I don't know why they want to know these things. Ow. You got stung by 2 wasps, bro? That sucks. Aliens are his bitches. What are you talking about? They're my bitches. Fuck you. Oh, that's funny. The 4th alien sucks balls. I enjoyed it. It's a little short, in my opinion. It didn't need to be made, totally. I understand why. Honestly, the first 2 were good for me, like I had said. But anyway, we've already said this. Excuse me. Why won't I say it? Like, oh my God, Yassine, that's fucked up. Why do you want me to say that shit? My God. Say it, say it. No, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that. Fuck that, man. That's ridiculous. How old are these fucking comments? Shave your beard now. No. Holy shit. And then, oh, and they all refreshed. Holy hell, bro. There's so many. What the fuck? Sorry, these comments are just ridiculous. I wish I could have like the comments on your screen so you can see what I'm seeing. Would you do a fan mail in the future? Actually, I've been wanting to do that for a while. I just got to get a P.O. box. And P.O. boxes are pretty expensive here from what I understand. They're like, for a decent size one, it's like $150 or something ridiculous. So like for the month, I think it is. So I don't know. Well, I'd really, really like to. I'd like to do a series where you guys send me cool stuff and whatnot. So that'd be neat. But what'd you think about the Hitman movie? You know what? Mixed things. I did like it, but I feel like it was kind of not right. You know what I mean? I liked it, but they kind of got Hitman wrong. I think they chose the wrong actor. Timothy Olyphant was not really the best choice. That's just my opinion. But he was too young, in my opinion. I feel like the regular Hitman's a little bit older. Da 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 da. You messed up the GTA Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 showcase. I didn't really mess it up. I just forgot to include guns, and I feel dumb, but it is what it is. What is your favorite lightsaber? How do you mean? Like hilt or color? I don't know. I haven't really looked at the details of the hilt, but I would probably take a blue lightsaber. But I don't know what hilt I'd choose. Some Jedis have some pretty, and Sith have some pretty sick hilts on their lightsaber. Have you ever tried a wrestling move in real life? Yes, I have. And let me tell you what. My buddy and I don't know if you guys have seen. I posted a few pictures on what do you call it? I posted some pictures on Facebook and stuff on me going to like wrestling shows with my friend, and he's been my friend since 4th grade. And him and I, when we were growing up together, he had this little brother, and his little brother would love to get power slammed and shit. Anything you could think of, rock bottoms, power bombs, choke slams. This kid would love getting beat the fuck up. So we just he'd come in all psyched. He was only maybe 4 years old, and you're just choke slamming this little kid. Keep in mind, I would have been, I don't know how old at the time, maybe 10 or 9 or something, maybe 11 or something, but we're just destroying him. Like, we gave him a 3D one time. It was so funny, man. That was some good times. And I've done it to my girlfriend a few times. Those are funny. Gave her a couple like choke slams and rock bottoms and whatnot and suplexes. Good stuff, man. It's a lot of fun. And there was this one girl at work. She was tiny. She was a stick thing, like my last job. And like I worked in furniture, right? Furniture delivery and stuff. And there'd be a mattress, a big king mattress. So I'd take her. She was the only person I could probably ever get suplexed over my head. Literally, like arm over, flip suplex, Oh man, it was so much fun to throw around because she weighed maybe like 60 pounds or 70 pounds or something. It was so funny. But yes, I have. It's a lot of fun. Don't do it unless, of course, it's not safe, though. They say don't do it for a reason. What the fuck is, what does that say? God, people are fucking weird. Very fucking weird. Will you ever play Allison Road again? Well, I didn't actually play it, and I said that in the game. It was just the video, right? But I will play it when they actually get some sort of a demo out, and I'll play it myself. I'm surprised we didn't have this one either. Why did you add the number 8000 to your YouTube username? I'm going to kind of go into why I named myself DanQ8000, okay? Now, I had a... my first email ever was super lame. I think I was maybe 6. No, that's a little. I might have been 9 or 8 or something when I made my first email ever, and it was called Dude Dan1000. Yes, super stupid, but I was a kid, right? So when I'm making a YouTube channel, I'm like, I got to finally make a YouTube channel because I'd be watching, and then I'm like, I want to start commenting on these videos that I watch. So I'm like, I'll make a channel. So I'm like, what's a good name? Something that's not completely lame, you know what I mean? So I took the idea of that 1000 and implemented it, and I'm like, you know what, you can't really say my name is silly, so just say DanQ kind of a thing, you know. I thought of that, and then I chose 8000 over 1000 because 8 is my favorite number, and I already had 1000, so that's why it's DanQ8000. It doesn't really make that much sense, but that was my thought process, and that's why my name is what it is. What design is that on my shirt? Okay, this is a Mass Effect shirt. I'll let you guys see it a little bit better. I hope you can. I'll back up. It's a new design. It's actually a Reaper ship with Shepard. So it's the outline of a Reaper and Shepard standing right in front. It was a brand new shirt. It literally just came out like, well, I think it's been about a month now or something. But I got an email saying, "Oh, brand new shirts!" And I also got another one. I also put it on Instagram, and it was like it's a black shirt, and it's got a bunch of Reapers. The Reapers are black, and they've got like red streaks showing them. And then you've got the Normandy up in the middle, and the Normandy's got a streak as well, and it's blue though, but it's like the Normandy against this fleet. It's sick. I love that shirt, so I just bought this one as well. That is. Have I seen Mad Max Fury Road? Yes, I love that movie. It's fucking epic. How many parts will you make of your Fallout 4 Let's Play? I can't tell you. I don't know how long the damn game is. I'm going to play as much as I can. That's a classic. This is a classic guy as well. I miss your Gears 3 multiplayer series. If you guys remember, or if you've been around since 2011, when Gears of War 3 came out, I played every single special. Like every weekend there was like, oh, torque bow tag, where it was like everyone had torque bows. It was, you know, there was like a specific playlist. I'd find it and played it because I loved Gears 3. I had like a set group of subscribers that became my friends, I guess you could say. And we just kept playing. It was so much fun. That was a long time ago, though. Goddamn, Billy Jack. That's fine. Well, goddamn. Well, goddamn, Billy Jack. No. I'm just trying to look for a new question. There's a fuck ton of question. Holy crap. I can't get through all of them, obviously. This person's going to be happy. Make a Chewbacca sound if you read this comment. Chewie, is that you? There you go. Romania kiss you. Oh, thank you. Are you excited about the WWE 2K16 cover superstar? It's Stone Cold, so sure, yeah. I'm surprised it took so long there. My parents were pissed when the NDP won the provincial election. I'm not. You know, the only people who were crying about the NDP being NDP being in party? Rich people, oil pigs. So the people in Alberta, we have a lot of money because of the oil. I had mentioned that earlier in the stream. And so basically, look at it this way. Instead of making, let's say, some guys make really fucking good money, anywhere from $60 to $150 a fucking hour. Some of them make $500 an hour. It's insanity, bro. So they're pulling in like the lowest paid person pretty much in a decent job is making 200 grand a year, easy. And, you know, there are a lot of ones that make millions and millions, and they're getting mad because, oh, they're getting taxed more. Oh no, so instead of $500,000 a year, you're making 450. Honestly, I don't care about provincial, I don't really care about politics that much because I hate talking politics with people because it's such a big issue, but I don't like getting involved in politics. But I just think it's funny that the people bitching are the people who still make a shit ton of money. Just saying. Mind you, I'm sure NDP is kind of stupid as well. Like, they're going to do some stupid shit, but it's better than fucking conservative right now, let me tell you. All politicians are fucking idiots, and they're going to fuck someone one way or another. It's that simple. So. That's what? Sorry, I'm... Most embarrassing high school moment. Actually, no, I'm going to answer this one first. Have you ever done a front flip? I've done a front flip, back flip, rodeo, bunch of things. I had a trampoline, and I was pretty avid at flipping. It was pretty fun. High school moment. You know what? There weren't many. I had a little group of friends. I don't want to say I had an embarrassing moment, but I will tell you a story about some drama. There was this kid who really, really liked this girl to the point where he was stalking her, right? And she had to get a restraining order on him. And in doing so, it made him even crazier. So I remember I was sitting on the work floor, and the high school I went to wasn't like most. Most high schools are like, you're in a classroom, you're studying, right? Well, my high school was kind of like correspondence. So you took the thing out, you had a seminar, so like a 50-minute class to learn the new material, and you went out and did it on your own, you know what I mean, wherever. And then you could work on your English, you work on your math, your sciences, whatever, whenever you wanted. So I was really quick with my work, and I'd always be ahead of the class. And I would actually finish, I'd get a month extra on my summer vacation because I finished all my work so soon. And so therefore I'd have June, July, and August off because I was so good at getting my shit done. Anyways. So I remember I was working and I was looking yonder because they had desks on this open floor, right? Each floor, there's a big room of desks, and each floor is like, one floor was half science, half math, and one floor was half English, half social studies, that kind of a stuff. And I remember I was sitting facing this way, and there were these desks facing this way. And I remember seeing this kid go up to this girl, and this is the same kid, and he goes up to her, and she's like, oh my God, no, it's just go away, right? And he's bothering her. So one of her friends goes up and is like, dude, she doesn't want to talk to you. She's had issues with you. It's best if you leave, right? It was all nice, and I'm just looking up because I'm like, what the fuck's going on, right? So then this guy loses his fucking marbles, and he grabs this kid who stood up for her and starts wailing on him. They start fighting, flipping, like flipping over desks, rolling over desks, being thrown. I'm like, holy shit! Like I'm just like pulling. I'm just like watching this like with like, it was crazy. I was like, holy shit, right? And then a teacher steps in, and he's I don't know why, but he's just like, stop it, right? He wasn't actually getting. He's like, stop fighting, you guys, stop fighting. And then finally, one other teacher's like, fuck this, right? And he just comes up to him, grabs the kid off of him, and brings him to the ground like that. I'm like, finally, holy shit, right? And they're like, he's crazy. And he got sent down, and there's like an open foyer. Like the school was big, right? Like the actual layout of it, not necessarily the amount of students, but that too. It was very large and open. And in it, there was like a giant atrium thing, right? Where you had this huge open area where you would like the cafeteria would be on the lower level, and then you'd have like the end, like where you get your books over here, and it was just like a giant. It looked like a little mall, right? Like a little mall, and we had this stairwell, and the stairwell was all in the open as well, and they were all spiraled up the top. So he would keep in mind that was on the third floor, and there's this atrium. He was getting walked down to the office, which is also in this atrium, but it's on the bottom floor. He broke away. This guy who started the fight with the restraining order on him broke away, runs to the edge of this fucking atrium thing. Keep in mind, he's third floor. It's like 50 feet up in the air, and he tries to jump over. I'm not kidding. He jumps over the edge. The teacher who like threw him to the ground runs up, grabs him by his fucking arm, and pulls him back up before. Dude almost fucking killed himself. I was like, holy shit. Like, it was just so dramatic. And needless to say, I'm sure he was prescribed counseling from there. But I wouldn't say that was embarrassing for me, obviously, but it was embarrassing for him. Like, that's pretty bad. Like, holy fuck. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, Dan, do you have any NBA gear? I do. I have a couple jerseys, a couple shirts, a couple. I have some Jordans. What are those? Well, they're Jordans. Some of them are. Oh, gosh. Okay. What's your favorite color? I like blue. It's like everywhere in my images and stuff. How often will you do these Q&As? You know what? That's a good question. I did this originally for the 200,000 subscribers, but I'm thinking I might do it monthly if it gets enough reaction. You know, if people want me to do this enough, it's just, you know, that kind of stuff. Flagged as spam. Okay. What do you prefer, Steam, Origin, or Uplay? Oh my God. Does anybody consider Uplay? No. I prefer Steam. I'm a Steam user. I have most of my games on Steam. The only time I use Origin is when it's only a game you can only get on Origin. You know what I mean? Like, it's an EA game. So yeah, Steam's usually where it's at. They're pretty good. They have some downsides, but for the most part. Do you still have heartburn issues? Wow, you remember stuff. Heartburn. I used to have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and that's pretty much kind of a little bit where the Indian food comes in, if you remember. But I'm a lot better as I grew older. I used to be really, really bad, and I would get sick a lot off of almost anything. So now it's a lot better, and I don't get as sick anymore, so that's good. C'est bon, Monsieur Quinn. Will you ever shave like in 2012? I don't know, man. I've grown accustomed to it. Do you want to buy another car? I kind of mentioned that. Where was I? Does not having a voice actor for the main character of a game take away from the experience? No, it doesn't. Not at all. Half-Life, Freeman doesn't say shit. The original Fallout, they didn't say shit, technically. I don't think it does. You don't need to have someone talking. Fallout 4 takes place in Boston. Yeah, I know that. It was funny. I didn't get a good look, and I'm like, was that the Washington Monument? And everyone's like, no, it's Boston. No, it's Boston. Boston, Boston, Boston. Boston, Boston, Boston. Boston, Boston. Massachusetts. You ever played Deadly Premonition? No, but I was going to do it at one time. So, let's see. Try and look. God, people are weird. Am I married? No. I mean, I'm common law because I've lived with my girlfriend for years. So technically, it's like, I don't know. She's technically she's common law partner. Common law is confusing. We're not technically married. Like, there's no ring on this finger, but in a way, like, she's considered my spouse. You know what I mean? Pimp Daddy Dan. I want to wear a pimp suit. Oh my God, the same guy asked the question like within 2 seconds of each other. Are you married? 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 Give it a rest, man. Fuck. People are so funny. They make me laugh. Ferrari or Lamborghini? Ooh. That's a tough question. Ferrari makes more, I'd say, cars devoted to performance, where Lamborghini does too, but they're more outrageous. I can't really choose. I like models from both brands. So it's funny because Lamborghini is technically Audi now. So I think the Italians design it when the Germans make it. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's all VW, man. VW owns like everything. Let's see. How many games do I have? God, I don't know, man. That's a lot. Get drunk on stream. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys would want to see those. What's your opinion on tuning? Actually, I'm all for tuning. I have no problem in turning a somewhat average run-of-the-mill car into something really good, or a lot better, more, quicker, whatever. I'm all for that, but it's when you rice the car. That's a problem. I'm all for doing performance mods that do just that, performance. But then you get these guys who go to the Pep Boys and they grab this big standard ass fart can. It's like a tube like this big, and it sounds like a lawnmower, like you know, ring 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 ring, like it sounds ass. I like cars that sound like they have a nice rumble, like you know what I mean? I can't explain it. There are a lot of cars, like I remember recently, it was a beautiful day. My girlfriend and I were sitting out on the balcony, and we were having some drinks, just chilling, enjoying the weather. Started getting in the evening. It was like a Saturday, and all these beautiful, like I live in a newer area, so there's going to be there's neighborhoods that are like really like kind of richy, I guess you could say, and they all have really nice cars, and basically one after another. You got Jag XJS right here coming by, XJSR I think actually, and oh god. Beautiful sound after beautiful sound. I'm like, I just closed my eyes. I looked at what it was, closed my eyes. You had a Shelby AC Cobra drive by, Benz SLS, tons of stuff. Some like I think an Aventador drove by, and you know all sorts of different cars just driving by all in this hour, and they just sound beautiful. You know, I just love there are things about tuning I love. And but people, there's a fine line between tuning and racing, and that's a problem. Anybody could look like a ricer. Like mods that are hideous, fake roof scoops, fake air vents, fake shit like that. I can't stand it. It has to have a purpose. If you're doing it and it works, it increases your horsepower or it increases performance in any sort of fashion, I'm all for that. But if it's just for looks, like, for example, a front-wheel drive car does not need a big Air Force fucking wing. Do you even know what a spoiler does? You know what I mean? All these guys don't know what a spoiler does, and they get these Civics and this giant-ass Air Force One wing on the back. And that's actually adding weight to your car, and it's going to make it slower. So people are like, damn, put a spoiler on your Jetta. I'm like, fuck no, it doesn't need a spoiler. A spoiler wouldn't do it any good. It would just look stupid, you know? So, like I said, I'm all good for performance mods when they have a function. Pretty simple. Shave your beard now. Nope. Ain't getting cut. Red Dead Redemption 2, that's something. That is something. Oh, it reset again. Wait, did I seriously just see that? Type of handgun you have? I'm not American. Why does everybody have to have a gun? I'm sorry. I'm just going to say, don't hate me for this, but I feel like the United States gun laws are pretty stupid. Like, I don't believe people should have a right to carry a gun around. Like, what are you going to... And then they get all upset when that shit's, like, threatened. They're like, oh, I can't, like... I've seen videos where people get stopped for the open and carry laws. I understand you're allowed to open and carry. It's a, you know, amendment right or whatever. That's fine. But what's the point? What, are you going to shoot people? What's the point of the gun? It's just causing trouble, isn't it? What if some random guy ran by, took it from you, and just shot you in the face? I just think that if the gun laws were more strict, there wouldn't be this. Like, I'm all for, like, shooting for sport and whatever. Like, do what you got to do. You know, like if you're a hunter, that's one thing. If you're a marksman, you know, you shoot targets. That's another. But you shouldn't have a shotgun carrying out. You know, that's silliness. That's just silly. That's just my opinion. Let me see. Just trying to get. I'm kind of like scrolling to the bottom, getting new ones. If you could customize your license plate, what would it say? Well, I have a custom plate on the front. It's Euro to go with the German theme. It says Dark Side. It's very subtle things. Yeah. You know what? I'll show you. 1 second. I'm gonna pull up an Instagram. I'll show you one of my favorite pictures of my car that I have. I think it looks pretty good. Like, at least the photograph quality. I think it looks pretty dope. Pretty dope-sa-doodles. Oh. Yes, I said that. Dope-sa-doodles. 1 second, y'all. Let's go to Instagram/me. Instagram/me today. 1 sec. Where are we? What art thou? Here we go. All right. So I'm going to open that up. I'll show you one of my favorite pictures that I took. All right. Here's one here. Yeah. So that's kind of what like it's a vanity plate. And people are like, Dan, but don't you have to have your plate on, like, don't you have to have like a plate on both sides? Not always. Some states are different. In Canada, where I come from, you're only required to have a rear-facing plate, so you can do whatever you want with a fake plate on the front. Like, this thing is just for show, because, yeah, that's all it really is. So, but yeah, go follow me on Instagram for stuff like this. You can learn a lot about my life just by following me on Instagram. So yeah, little cool things, little tips and tricks. Now I am going to just quickly use the restroom. It's been 3 hours. I've actually been streaming for 3 hours, and I gotta piss like a pregnant woman. So we'll be back in a second. Oh, fuck. Ah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Fuck. Oh, I totally smashed my toe on the way in here. Oh, that fuck. Ah. Wait, is that a South Park reference, bro? Piss. Piss in the ass. Ass piss. Piss coming from my ass. It's good shit, man. It's good shit. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to keep answering questions. But before I do, sorry. Ow, fuck, man. I'm sorry. This still hurts. I'm just going to let everybody know I have about half an hour, and then I got to bounce. My girlfriend's going to be off work soon, and I got to go get her, and we're going to be doing some running around. So yeah, so half an hour of questions. I'll do my best to get some people that haven't asked anything. So I'm kind of looking at new stuff. Wow, the people are commenting quite a bit. Holy crap. I'm glad to see this is a decent turnout. I was expecting less people, but I'm glad everyone joined me today. Fallout Shelter playthrough. The problem is I wanted to play that, but I can't get my mobile device recording shit working. It's being a dick. See, oh god. See, I'm new to streaming on YouTube myself. Do you have any other tasks besides the Quinn one? Yeah, I showed it earlier. It's Aperture Science logo on my wrist here. Sorry if it's bad angle. But I end up, like I mentioned before, I'm also gonna end up getting a Star Wars sleeve. So that'll be fun. You should make a Twitch to live stream. I have a Twitch. I just don't really like it that much. But I don't know if anything's better. Pimp my ride. Yo, dog, I hear you. I hear you want to get a pimped. Well, you're going to get riced instead. Just trying to look for new questions here, y'all. New questions. Oh, God, everyone's asked these questions already. What part of Canada do you live in? I live in Alberta. It's redneck here, dude. I live there too. I'm in Berta too. Fucking Berta. Fucking Berta. McDonald's or KFC? Neither. I hate fast food. It actually tastes like ass to me. Whoa, I'm fucking horny, but I thought you said you were 13. Bro. It's perfectly natural. Holy fuck, legend. Calm down. I don't play soccer anymore. God damn it. Spamming. And people wonder why I don't like streaming that much. And they're like, damn, why don't you stream? Because there's a lot of annoying shit. Anyway, do you like Troy Baker? I have no reason not to. He seems fine to me. He's in almost everything. Will you be doing the new Godzilla game this Sunday? Not Sunday. It comes out on Tuesday, but yeah. It's in the about section, the project list. Go check it out. Dan believes in the Buddha. Dude, when did I say that? No one asked me about religion. Who designs your graphics? I do. I make all my shit, guys. I don't pay people to make them. I make them myself. So, like, when I said I made that, I make it myself. So, yeah. Just takes a little bit of Photoshop know-how. It's not that hard. Do you code any programming languages? No, bro. Like I said, when I tried programming, that was when I was getting into, like, I went into like a game design program. If you guys remember, I don't know, some of you may know I went to college in 2009, but I didn't like it, so I got out of the game. Do I watch parodies? Yeah, sure. Holy shit, there's a lot of questions. Do you get fleas in your beard? No. Nope, I don't. Believe it or not, I shower on a daily basis. I'm like one of the most cleanest individuals on the planet. What religion are you? I don't normally talk about this, but I was raised a Catholic, but then I kind of fell out of it, and I don't really know what I am anymore. I don't really, think of anything or follow anything. So, yeah, I don't know. Would you record my wedding and post it on YouTube? That's funny. I don't know. I might share a little bit of it, but I don't know. Opinion on PewDiePie. I do enjoy some of his content. I watched his Happy Wheel stuff, some of his funny, his montages, things like that. I have no reason to hate him. Like, people hate him because he makes a lot of money, but I say congratulations, all the power to you. You know what I mean? Like, from what I understand, I think he was a bullied kid. So it's good to see that he's overcome and made himself into a successful living. I have nothing, but I am completely fine with him. I already talked about DSP a little bit earlier. I don't really want to get too much into it because I don't like shit talking on many people, but it is what it is. DSP is a little bit of a train wreck. Let's just say he's a train wreck right now. He's kind of fucked himself. Lakers or Celtics? God, neither are really good. We'll see for next season. Big shout out from Hungary. What up, bruh? Where are you from in Hungary? Budapest? Oh, man. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. I don't know. It's been a while since our last one. Like, we'll see. The last, like, official Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games were, like, the ride ones with the fake skateboard. Stupid. Well, I want to read that again. Do I plan on having kids? Yeah, actually, I do. I think I'd want two. A girl and a boy. From what I understand, I'll probably end up like being with my girlfriend forever. I think I love her too much, but if we end up having kids together, from what I understand, twins run in the family. So and they say they skip a generation, so in theory, it's her turn to have twins. So I'm a little scared, but I'm a little excited for that. You know what I mean? That'd be so cool to have a twin. It'd be a bitch, and it costs so much money, and it'd be double the work at the same time. But I'd probably want to do that. So that'd be pretty cool. But let's see. Do I hate DSP? Oh God, no. I don't hate him at all. I just think he's fucked his channel. That's all I've said. Like I have no problem. I think he's kind of takes his I think he let YouTube get to him too much, and he takes it too seriously, and he's just not very smart with his money, and he's kind of rude with his money, and he treats his subscribers poorly. But I don't hate him as a person. You know what I mean? I've never met him, so I can't say. But would you want them to make a Rush Hour? Oh, sorry, I lost it. Where did I see it? I lost it. Fuck Kobe. That's a little mean. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many comments. Opinion on Ghost Robo? No opinion. Don't know him too well. Don't hate him. Don't watch his stuff, but he seems like a nice guy. Do you like Skyward Sword? Never played it, so I can't tell you that. What's the black thing next to the shelves? This thing here, or this? This right here, right? It's filing cabinet, or it's cabinet. I keep spare mics in there. I keep paper in there. Well, let me just walk over and show you. Got a printer on top. Got excess controllers. Got my Kinect in here because it's useless. Got some headphones, spare headphones, like I said, spare recording mics for when I have a guest on. Cleaning supplies, cameras, my GoPro, stuff like that. Like all stuff for the office, all office-related stuff, spare cords, what have you. That's all that is. Today is my fucking birthday. I'm sorry, I just read it like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, take it easy, brother. No need to yell. Yelling only makes the situation worse on yourself. If you really want me to say happy birthday, I hope you have a good day today. Sorry, I get a lot of comments, bro. I can't just, you know. Dan, it's fuck. Dan, goddammit. I'm sorry, I just find that hilarious. Anyway, thoughts on Rush Hour? Well, I've been a fan of them, so I would like to see another one. Do you wear condoms? What the fuck does that mean? Wear them? Yeah, kind of. I'd probably be a child by now, or have a child by now if I didn't. Record your bachelor party. Favorite NBA team? My team is the Raptors. But they totally bit the dick in the playoffs, so I was really upset over that. So, Cry of Fear. Maybe I've heard of it, but barely. Barely. What do you think of the Deadpool movie? I want to see it. Deadpool's dope, and it's Ryan Reynolds, and I think Ryan Reynolds would do a good job. So that'll be cool. I will be going to see that. Have you been to the UK? No, but again, I'd like to. I want to do my tour of Europe. I know UK folk don't like to be called Europe, but they kind of are in a way. Don't get mad at me if you said that, but I would like to. That whole area of the world I'd love to check out. There's so many different diverse cultures there, and they're so close. Like, it's crazy when my one province that I live in is bigger than some of the countries there. It's insane. Like, we have one of the largest landmass countries in the world, next to like Russia and shit, of course. Like, you know, Russia's massive, but you know what I mean. What do you think about girls who play games? What, no different than guys that play games. I'm not sexist or anything. Go for it. Like, I think, you know what, I just want to mention, I think it's kind of silly when people do have a gripe when there's female gamers out there, and they always are like, show your tits, you know what I mean? Like, there are some people who do that. I think that's BS. It's just a girl who grew up with games too and then wants to play games, and honestly, that's fine with me. A girl that can play video games, and she's good at them, fucking kick ass. Like, fuck, right? Like, I'm indifferent. I don't care, you know? Sexism's a little ridiculous, and sexism goes both ways. Like, let's not get into Anita Sarkeesian. I fucking hate that bitch. But you know what I mean? Like, we don't want reverse sexism. That's going downhill. We got to bring equality. I agree. I feel like, okay, let's look at this. If I go to the doctor, and the doctor is a woman. Go ahead, girl. Yes, doctor. She went to school. She knows what she's doing. Otherwise, she wouldn't fucking be there. So let her do her thing. I'm not going to be like, no, I want a man. You should be in the kitchen cleaning up and shit. Oh, fuck off, man. This girl knows what she's doing. That's my thoughts. I feel like, okay, this female doctor and there's a male doctor. There's no reason why, you know, if they have the exact same qualifications and the exact same experience, give them the same paycheck. Simple as that. Let's move on. Can you name your fans the Dan Nation or the 8000 Army? I don't know. I like Team 8000. It's simple, but I'm open to anything. It's you guys. You guys can call yourselves what you want. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People do spam. What's going on? What's going on? New Vegas. It's like he's having a seizure. It's like he's like New Vegas. And he's smacking it. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's coming. I have a schedule worked out. So I'm on top of things, guys. Don't worry. I just think it's funny when people just lose their minds. Show your tits. This has gone X fucking rated, this stream, guys. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh. I'm sorry. I just there's a bit of delay, and I just showed myself seizuring. So I'm sorry, that was fucking hilarious. Do you like the Dragon Age games? I've never played them. So I was going to. I'm sorry. It's just hilarious. I just can't focus. That's funny. Oh god. All right. Any games that made you cry? Actually, if you go to episode 1 of Walking Dead season 2, that dog scene, that hurt me. That cut me deep. That point, at that part I did. But other than that, I don't think so. There weren't many. Show your dick. Why do you want to see my dick? What's wrong with you? Like, my God. Your tits are glorious. Thank you. You guys are fucking funny, man. Oh, gosh. September 1st, we have 2 new games. Are you nervous because YouTube will flag them for content ID? Well, you know what? That's always the thought. You never know when someone's going to be a stickler, when there's going to be an automated thing. And people were like, Dan, why are you removing music from Batman Arkham Knight? The game is made for it. No, trust me, I did. I remember someone got so fucking mad at me because I was removing the music. I didn't have a choice, though, because I got a flag for it. If it didn't get a flag, I wouldn't have removed the music. So everyone's like, oh, my God, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Some games, they hit you with the cheese. A lot of the times, they're easy to take care of. Oh, my God. All right. Dan, it says you've uploaded New Vegas, but it's private. What the fuck? Okay, I'm going to explain my upload schedule right now, real quick. Okay, I'm getting hype here, and these questions are making me hype. It's funny. What I do, I upload videos I'm gonna be seeing like the day before. Let me show you. Actually, let me show you. I have the ability to show you guys what I'm talking about. So hold on 1 second, okay? 1 minute. I'll show you what I do and why I do it. All right, so we're in the video manager. I'm going to show you guys this page. All right, so oops. Sorry, 1 sec, guys. All right, so let me bring up you guys. I'm going to share the screen with you. All right, so this is basically what my videos, like the video manager, looks like for me right now. Now you see the highlighted videos from NBA from part 96 up to Fallout New Vegas part 66. Some of these are live. Some of them are already live, okay? For example, see this? Published. I schedule my uploads. When it says published, they are scheduled, meaning they're uploaded in advance and they go live at different times throughout the day. So see, right now for me, it's about 3:20 at night. I don't know if you can see this screen or not, but it's 3:21. And see, look, I uploaded all these the day before. But they go live July 11th at 00:00 hours. So that's midnight, 12 a.m. This one goes live at 4 a.m. Sorry. This one goes live at 8 a.m. This one goes live at 12 p.m. This one goes live at 4 p.m. And this one goes live at 8 p.m. So they're private for a short period of time. It's pretty crazy how many people don't understand about scheduling. But now that I have you, it's a good thing I mentioned that. Some things like that way people know. Like, why are they private? Put them public. No, they're private for a reason, and it's only temporary. So I know what I'm doing. So don't worry about that. We got that covered, son. All right, we're going to switch on back. Switch on back to the other side. So hopefully that cleared some things up for you guys. Now, this has been fun, man. I really enjoyed this. Some of the comments are crazy as hell, and you guys are insane, but it's funny to watch and read. Oh, shit. I just, hold on. Sorry, guys, 1 minute. Fuck me, Dan. These people are crazy, man. People are fucking crazy. Oh, my gosh. Rimjob Rango. Well, I saw something about Rimjob Rango. Rimjob Rango is displeased at you. How dare you steal his mask? Oh, I love the fans that know their shit. I love it. Hello from Germany, Deutschland. How you doing? Danke for being a subscriber. Dankeschön. I'm 24. No, I'm 24. You're 13. I want to B-day sex, but I'm single. Could you do a Vader impression? Better yet, I'll do an even better. Hold on. I'll do a better Vader impression. How about, hold on 1 second. If Vader, my face. There. Hold on. Let's turn this on. 1 minute. Where's the button? Hello. Oh, you don't know the power of the DanQ8000 Empire. Join me, and we can destroy the gaming universe together. No! Copyright! No! Copyright! Why? Oh, why?
Don't make me destroy you.
Yes. Okay. That is my Vader mask because I have one. Because I'm awesome. Because I'm dope and I do dope shit. Put some Kanye for you. Oh man, that was hilarious. Oh man, so we only got a few more minutes. I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom, see what's new. That was fucking hilarious. Oh god. Everyone's like, oh my gosh. Oh god. Okay, what's new? Any hold on, I'm just looking at one more thing before we go here because I got a few minutes and then I gotta peace out and get the old lady friend. So Vader never said that. Well, I'm the better Vader. This is great. This is some funny stuff. Darth Vader or the Joker? Who's a better villain? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I think Joker plays the villain pretty damn well because you like Vader, you know what I mean? But you like Joker, but he's an asshole. That's why you like him. He's so good at being a dick. So I don't know, but good Lord. Good Lord. Oh my. Just trying to look at a good thing. There's a lot of comments going down here. How do you feel when you play video games? Pretty happy. It's a good time killer, man. Plus, it's my job now, so. Oh my god, there must be people who just started watching, and I took 3.5 hours I've been streaming. That's a long time. The channel, is it safe? Dude, don't cry. I already wished you a happy birthday. There are so many people who ask me to shout them out, but it's just not a possibility because I get so many. People want me to flex. Flex, hold on. I'll lower the dance for you. Hold on. Let me get the face going. So lower the dance. Just working that. Yeah, lower the dance. Lord of the dance. Lord of the dance, right? There. That. Now, you know what? I don't know. I've done it all. I've done it all for people. Oh my god. I'm losing my voice. I've been talking for so long. I only came in a minute ago. Oh, you missed some funny shit. Oh my god, this has been fun. I'm just watching myself flex. I love the delay. I fucking love the delay, bro. It's hilarious. God, okay, no. I'm getting a little tired of some of these. Let me suck your nipples and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? This has turned into like, this is like beyond gaming. This is beyond gaming. Do you like Portal? That's funny. Top shelf, bruh. The shelf that you can see. Tattoo on me. Yes, I love it. Oh my goodness. People are just getting me to do silly things. Okay, fine, because I'm about to leave. Spin in my chair. What is this? Simon Says? Simon Says subscribe. How about that? You guys are making me look like a fucking idiot. Whee! Oh, I'm dizzy. I'm stopping. I'm all dizzy. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god, I'm dizzy. Ah! Oh my god. What did I miss? Dude, you missed some crazy shit. Oh man. But it's almost 3:30. Oh, can you make a shirt that has your YouTube avatar on it? I already do. Go check it out. Go check it out. Link in the description. You know what? Okay. Hold on a minute. I'll show you really quick. If you're curious, for those people who didn't know that this existed, beep bop beep 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 boo doo doo. Da 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 do da 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 do. Shooby dooby doop bop boom. Sorry guys, 1 second. Just getting shit set. All right, I'll just show you for those who don't know about this. I do have a Spreadshirt shop. You can it's a plug. Oh my god, it's a plug. But someone asked, so I'll show you. I got a few designs. These ones are all fairly new, like the DanQ8000 logo with the beard and the actual beard logo. That's the one he was referring to. It comes in a few colors, and it's also got without the name. So if you don't want the DanQ8000, it's got that. And then you got Trask the Bed Intruder. I have this shirt, and you know, well tits. And then there's Billy Jack and a Bunsen burner. So for those of you who were unaware this existed, well, here it is. And yeah, that's my life. So I'll switch on back. That's a mindless plug just because somebody asked, and that's it. That's the only reason I did that. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to for the benefit of those who ask. And those prices are in Canadian dollars, so it'll look a little different in the US page. So don't freak out if you're like, oh my god, $25 for a shirt, you fucking Looney Tune. Well tits. Well, that's just something I've said. I say well tits every now and then. So done asking questions. You don't have to ask questions. Oh my god. People are loonies. People are Looney Tunes. So anyways, god, people, stop spamming, man. Holy shit. I've already answered the questions you spam. What are your thoughts on Fallout 4? Because like 6,000 people didn't ask me that. So yeah, anyways, guys, it is currently 3:30. So I've got to go. I've streamed for 3.5 hours. Originally, it was going to be a 2-hour session, but I've got to go. It's almost time to go on. And yeah, so I want to thank you guys for joining me today. If you want me to do this on more often, let me know. Let me know. Because, yeah, maybe I'll make this a monthly thing. So I hope you do. God, people are still asking questions. Oh, man. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to say it one more time. I've answered a shit ton of questions in the past 3.5 hours. I'm a little tired. I got to take off. But like I said, if you like what you see, you want me to do more of these, more fun, more crap like this, comments, let me know. And yeah, maybe we'll do one maybe once a month or every couple months or something. And yeah, we can have some more fun because this was hilarious, man. Some crazy shit going down, but thank you. Thank you for those who did chill for the entire stream, because there were people who chill for the entire stream. I know you. So thanks so much again, guys. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. I hope you stay tuned. I got more gameplay coming your way. Plenty of gameplay, actually. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, new games coming out soon. Lots of new stuff is coming. So don't worry. If you're ever curious, like I said, go to the About section of the channel and check it out. And that way you'll be in the know. So take care, guys. Love you all. Thanks again for 200,000 subs. And I will see you soon for more content, more gameplay, maybe more live stream questionnaires, Q&A, Ask Dan Q. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Ta-ta.